Hey, family. Man, hey, I apologize. First and foremost, let me say I apologize because it's not a Tuesday, it is a Wednesday. Many of you have been expecting the True Earth Tuesday, but it is a Wednesday. But at the same time, it's this week, right? So I didn't miss y'all. It's just a day later. Anyway, welcome to my channel. Welcome to the show tonight. And instead of True Earth Tuesday, which normally we celebrate every Tuesday, right? Like clockwork, today we're going to celebrate, or rather we're going to remember uh Wednesday. We remember Wednesday. Look at that. I'm just my mind, man. My mind here, my mind's there, it's everywhere. But we remember Wednesday. So before it turns midnight, I figured it would be wrong of me if I didn't talk about what today signifies, or what today did signify, even though we're well into the night. Now, I know a lot of you, this attracted a lot of attention just based off of what the thumbnail looked like today. I get it. I get it. Now, what I want to do is I want to have a little bit of a discussion. Before we roll into everything, let me first say hi to the family. All right. I want to welcome Greg B. What's going on, family? It's good to see you, man. Always a pleasure, man. Happy Wednesday. Half, man, Warrior, man, it's good to see you. And you're here on time. I know a lot of y'all have to do the whole sleep thing during the week. I get it. I get it. But at least you guys get to spend it with me at night, and we get to go we into the hours late at night. You know what I'm saying? Angela Baby Carson, I haven't seen you in a while. It's been a long to have you here tonight. Raj, what's going on, man? What's going on, man? To y'all shows, man. You and PJ, I've been making it to y'all shows. I really like. I would really like soon to get with all three of you guys at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So it's amazing that you're here tonight, though. Real talk. Okay, Shannon Emerson. It's about time, man. Shannon, you've been here, you've been there, but lately you've been more there. But man, it's good to see you still. And I'm glad that you're here tonight. You know what I'm saying? So welcome, welcome. Nate X, what's going on, man? Oh, you you high, you smoked out? Don't matter, man. I'm glad to have you here tonight. You know what I'm saying? Whether you smoked out or smoked in, don't matter to me. Welcome. Sean Alki, what's going on, man? I don't know if I've seen your name, but excuse me, pardon me. It's good to see you tonight, and welcome. Ida Hill, how you doing? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. And like clockwork, you're here. And welcome. And thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. Anyway, family, it is a full house tonight. A full house, y'all. Let me tell you. Let me stop. But real talk, um, you know, this may have happened 23 years ago, but I feel that 9/11, this happening, was a turning point in how many of us as Americans live our day-to-day life. I could tell you, just to start off, maybe you guys can also recount with me how things started for you on this day, how it ended for you, and how things looked before 9/11 and how things look after 9/11. Now, I could tell you, for me, uh, I was already in the service. I was coming up on my second year in the service, and we just pulled into Gaeta, Italy, right? I was on the mighty AS-39 MRS land of opportunity, floating garage, right? I was on that ship. We just pulled into La Maddalena, Italy, or excuse me, sorry, Gaeta, Italy. I apologize. And we pulled in. It's the early afternoon. It's like 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, excuse me, something like that. And as soon as we pull in, we set sea and anchor detail. For all you guys that don't know, we're basically mooring the ship to the pier, right? Mooring the ship to the pier. Me, I'm dragging my feet, taking my time. And then the day goes on, People basically grab trash as soon as we're moored to the pier. People grab trash, run off the ship, right? I'm done with sea and anchor. And then I go to the nuclear support facility, right? Go down there, then I'm checking it out. I look, and then I see these guys standing huddled around the TV. And I'm looking at them, looking at the TV. It's like 15 dudes, man, deep. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, what are they standing there watching? And I look up, and this is before these were like flat screens, right? This big ass TV braced up to like the corner of the room. And so I look up, and then I see one of the towers is smoking. And I'm like, damn, is this Die Hard? I'm like, they're watching Die Hard. I was like, well, I've been in Italy for a while, so it might be Die Hard Part 4. So, like, no joke, y'all. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I thought it was a movie going on. I didn't even think it was real. I didn't know what was going on, to be honest with you. I just see a bunch of smoke coming from a building, and I'm like, "Man, that's weird, man." It's like, damn, this looks real. Bruce Willis be making these movies crazy. And then I saw whoever was doing the news. I was like, I ain't never seen them. Who's this as an actor? I was like, this is weird. They make it look so real. Man, anyway, the day went on, it progressed. We all know what happened, right? A couple of towers went down, everything else. Now, I left there. I was like, I'm not trying to watch Die Hard. I got to get myself together so I could get off the ship. I'm about to get off the ship. Things happen. You see people running back and forth everywhere. And then the skipper's like, all right, guys, muster up as many people as you can because the majority of the ship had already left. He was like, muster up as many people as you can. We're getting under, we got an hour and change. We're getting underway, baby. We're getting moving. We're going to cut circles in the water. Right. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then he's like, America's under attack. And I'm like it didn't come together for me. I didn't understand what he was talking about. I Half of me, since I was so new to the Navy and everything, the process of stuff, I thought it was a joke. But seeing people running back and forth, I'm like, okay. He's like, set sea and anchor detail. And I'm like, holy shit. Basically, we're gonna not moor the boat to the pier, but we're gonna release the ship from the pier at this point. Right. And so I'm scared like a motherfucker. I'm like, oh snap, man. Let me get to my station, get ready to go set sea and anchor because I'm part of the sea and anchor detail. And then I'm like asking around, like, what's going on? What's going on? It's like, yo, didn't you hear the Twin Towers came down? And then I'm like, Twin Towers came down. What they talking about? I'm thinking it's the Twin Towers from WWF, right? I think it was Big John Studd and somebody else, but it was the Twin Towers. You know what I'm saying? So here's me confused like a mug. Like I was like, Twin Towers, like these dudes, both of them at the same time was going. Like it didn't click for me because I didn't a good, I'd say 99% of me didn't process and believe that two buildings as prominent as the Twin Towers, because they were the most picturesque things to see in the New York City skyline, right? And part of that was the Twin Towers, Empire State Building, Statue of Liberty, right? And all those four things were part of the New York City skyline. And so I was like, there's no way in hell. Like, what? It didn't even cross my mind that that's what they were talking about. But then I kind of pieced it together. I was like, well, I did see one of the towers smoking. Anyway, super long story short, that was when 9/11 started. And that was the end of the America that I knew. That was the end of the America that I knew. Now, I could tell you right before then, my brother had joined the Marines. And my concern was, oh fuck, whoever did this, we're gonna go to war with them, and my brother's gonna go, he's gonna go fight. And so automatically I was like, I can't let him do that by himself. I gotta get out of the Navy. I gotta go to the Marines. I gotta cross. I gotta get out of here. I gotta do something. I gotta be part of this fight because I know there's gonna be a fight. And this is like 9/11 and a half. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to think all this. And my life changed. It's one of the strangest things that ever happened to me. My body chemistry changed, my life changed, my psyche changed. It is weird. And yes, when I say my body chemistry changed, I mean like I basically lost my innocence. That's as best as I could put it. I lost my innocence. Okay. So I wasn't there when JFK was assassinated. My parents were around. And so that was part of their and but during that time in the 60s, I'm sure a lot of your parents that are still with us to this day can recount what they were doing, where they were, and how, and just what they were cooking, how the air smelled, what happened when JFK died, because that was my moment. It was my time. For all of you guys that remember, you know what I'm talking about. 9/11 was our moment when life in America just changed, right? And I could tell you that not just my life changed, but I lost friends, I lost neighbors, and me, I'm from New York, right? I'm from New York, and there were a lot. It changed all of New York City. All of New York City was never the same after that. Um, and America, like I keep saying, America was different. Let me give you guys an example from a military perspective. So when I was early on in the military, right, you could get on with your ID, and then you the laxness of things, of the base that you were going to, the nature of how they ran things security wise. Like you could get on if they knew you with a driver's license, right? After that, and then like you could bring girls on a base. You could have a good time. It was party city. I'm not saying that's what the military is supposed to be like, but when you have R&R, when it's time to hit the beach, then it's a good time, right? Um, After that, like there was no more joke, no more game. Everything changed. Everything just changed. Everything was different. And it just things had, like, food didn't taste the same. w- Drinking juice didn't taste the same. Enjoying myself, watching football, I almost felt as if there was just some form of stress on my shoulders. Uh, I guess, like I said, I just lost my innocence at that point. But even though I was at that time, 20. I was 22 years old. Yeah, I was 22 years old when that happened, and life just wasn't the same after that. It just wasn't the same. And I'm not saying life for me hasn't gotten better, but the conditions in America have gotten significantly worse as far as I can see, right? Of course, the official narrative that we were taught, the official narrative that everybody knows and knows oh so well, is that it was a few hijackers that took the planes over and did what it is they did. They crashed into the buildings. They attempted to crash somewhere, but they were overridden by the heroes of Flight 93. And then you had the guys that crashed the airplanes into the Pentagon. Now, we can talk about conspiracy all day. We can talk about conspiracy all day. Okay. First, before we even go there, I just want to present to you some facts, okay? I want to present to you some stuff. All right. I'm not trying to twist nobody's mind. I just want to present to you guys some stuff. That's it. All right. So, hopefully you guys are doing well. I hope everybody had a good weekend and everybody's enjoying their hump day. Hopefully I don't make it worse, but it is what it is. Let's talk about it, y'all. Here, right here is the president, the former Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Barak, talking about the 9/11 attacks, right? So here we go.
It's an attack against our whole civilization. I don't know who is responsible. I believe we will know in 12 hours.
All right. So now he's claiming he didn't know who's responsible. Okay, that's fair. We'll give him that. He doesn't know who did it, but let's continue.
If it is a kind of bin Laden organization,
Oh, I don't know who's responsible, but if it was bin Laden organization, okay, let's continue.
And even if it's something else, I believe that this is the time to deploy a globally concerted effort led by the United States, the UK, Europe, and Russia against all sources of terror. The same kind of struggle that our forefathers launched against the piracy on the high seas.
In your
Also, already, my man is buttering up the toast. My man was buttering up the toast. He already told the people, gave them their marching orders right then and there as to who needs to be involved to do what. We need to get the America out there. We got to get the British out there. And who are the two most prominent names that we heard of the most during that time? George Bush, Tony Blair, right? Those are the two most prominent names that we heard during that time. We ain't hear nothing about no Israeli names, no Israeli prime ministers, nothing like that. Just our leadership, right? Let's continue.
position as Prime Minister, Defense Minister, also formerly in the Army, were you ever aware of any incident planned like this?
Not in the dimensions, but different elements where clearly there was an attempt on the Twin Towers. A few years ago, there was an attempt to explode the Holland tunnel leading into Manhattan. But of this size and a simultaneous attack, I don't.
If you guys don't know, the Twin Towers were previously attacked. I think it was either 92 or 93. There was an attack made on the Twin Towers. It didn't work, obviously, but still people died. Let's continue.
I don't think that anyone had predicted it in advance.
Is it something that security services, intelligence services could ever have got wind of?
I'm not sure, but this is not the case. It really happened in front of our eyes, and the question is what should be done in regard to it in order to avoid it in the future. It's going to be a tough struggle. There will be many tough and painful moments along the way, but I believe that if we will coordinate diplomatic, operational, intelligence, and economic activities that will not let them land at any airport and will isolate automatically any nation that is ready to host terror or support them. By doing this consistently along 6 or 10 years, we will reduce dramatically this challenge to all our way of life.
Your words, Mr.
See, my man put these things into existence. He spoke it into existence. He spoke it into existence. Ehud Barak, there he is, y'all. There he is. So they already had a map. They already had a roadmap. They knew what they were going to do. They already knew who the key players were going to be. Obviously, right. But my man put the dang engine. He called it, right? But it wasn't 6 to 10 years. It's from then, and we're still here. We are still here. This isn't something that has just gone away, right? So let me stop popping my gums and let's continue.
Mr. Barak are very similar to the words used to justify missile defense in the United States, which may have taken another 10 or 15 years. Here we've seen low-tech hijacked by those with evil intent.
Yeah, I believe that it's, first of all, missile defense is also something which is clearly needed as long as there are
something like this,
rogue states, and it should be done, and it should be deployed maybe not on national level, but only on trans-regional level to cover exactly the threat from rogue states like Iran, Iraq, or Libya. But in this area, we
y'all hear that? He already gave us a few countries, y'all. Iran, Iraq, Libya. 2 of those countries, the leaders, we vaporized and we got rid of them. Right? Let's continue. This dude, man, something else, man. This dude
will suffer. It will not be so easy to go aboard an airplane in the near future. But we have no way but to stand firm facing terror. Otherwise, all our way of life will be threatened. And to stand firm means to isolate from the world every nation that is hosting them and calling every terror thug with the accurate name and be ready with all the pains that come with it, to act upon our observations.
What
I find that interesting. I find it absolutely interesting. Everybody, you got Iran, Iraq, Libya, Syria. I'm just throwing some names out there. Damn, soon later on it'll be some countries in Africa. Everybody, hell, throw the damn IRA in there. Might as well, right? Throw everybody in the damn mix. A big old damn gumbo of terrorists. Everybody but them. Everybody but the synagogue of Satan. Everybody but the synagogue of Satan. Let's continue.
price might democracy have to pay, given what has happened in the last 3 hours in the United States, given what you're Israel in the center of Jerusalem from your own citizens now with the bombing over the weekend?
There is no shortcuts. You know, our civilization is already highly vulnerable. The gates of boarding airplanes. It's a situation where it's not easy. Every simple step, crossing borders or going on a plane or on a ship, will become more complicated. But at the same time, it's a time to identify. There are no more than 5 or 6 countries in the world which are directly or indirectly responsible for hosting terror. There are no more than 10 or 15 terror thugs in the world. All the organizations are well known. The MI6 know all the information, the CIA knows, the Mossad knows it, and the same, the Ziem Bureau, the band. And it's time for...
You know what I think is funny? It's always the same 3 people that know all this, the same 3 people that know all the information. Nobody knows anything else. Alphabet Soup from the US, MI6, and then whatever the synagogue of Satan has going on. It's always the same 3 agencies, always the same ones. You ever notice that? It's never the GSG-9 or whatever the Germans got. It's never the Spetsnaz. It's never anybody else, whatever the Chinese got, the Japanese, you know, any of these other agencies, because it's not like they're a bunch of dummies, right? It's not like they're not well traveled, but it's the same 3 people time and time again, or the same 3 agencies time and time again. Y'all don't find that just a bit strange? Yeah. Calling the shots. He's just calling it like he sees it, or like he thinks it should be, like he sees it, right? Part of the synagogue of Satan. The same key players every time. The same key players every single time. The same people. Let's continue.
Action. Facing such an attack, we cannot but act. And these terror thugs and rogue leaders are highly skillful in identifying the slightest cracks in the will of power or power of will of the leaders of the free world.
But let me press this point about democracy and the price democracy may have to pay, because you know very well that many passengers in the United States have long expected to be able to walk into an airport, get on a domestic aircraft unhindered within about 10 minutes of the plane taking off. They expect that as a free country.
And it's a part of the problem that we have in a world which is so turbulent that we won't be able to isolate our advanced way of life from what happens around. And it's a time to launch a operational, concrete war against a terror, even if it takes certain pains from the routine activities of our normal society.
Now, Mr. Barak...
Amazing. Even if it ruins your life, even if it ruins your livelihood, let's go fight this thing we call terror. Anybody could be a terrorist. Anybody. It could be anybody. Anybody could be a terrorist that they call terrorists, right? I don't know. I'm going to take a guess and a stab at the average age of my viewers, right? So you guys, family, typically tend to be probably between 28 and then up. 28 maybe, and like 70. 28. Right. So I have a more senior crowd, which is good, which is great. What do you guys remember America being before this? Right. And it's not that America was perfect. I'm not saying that at all. Right. And I'm not saying that America always had its shit together, but life was definitely a little bit different before this. But you see, you hear this man right now talking and speaking as if, hey, you're going to have to suck it up, buttercup, because now life's going to just get worse for you. Life is not going to be what it once was, which is fine. If we have to fight an enemy, a foreign enemy, it's never a domestic one. Our enemy is never domestic. It's always some foreign bad guy, somebody, and these guys are always the good guys. The problems could never come from within. The problems could never come from up top. It always has to be somebody overseas. And it's the same people doing it over and over again. Let's continue.
You have deep problems, great attention in the Middle East at the moment, but you've used there a war against this kind of terrorism. What can be done? Because the great thing that is talked about by people like you, diplomats, politicians, world leaders, is preventing conflict before it happens. When you talk about a war, how do you take a war or a challenge or a struggle to those who are determined, through 3 or 4 people only today, to hijack 4 planes at least, as we know, hit the Pentagon, hit the World Trade Center, try and hit, we believe, somewhere else? How do you take a war to 4 people?
I spent decades struggling terror, almost, with my 10 fingers, together with a lot of colleagues all around the world. I believe that the world intelligence community, in a concerted effort, can identify within few months the sources of this terror. They can identify the places where they are deployed on Earth. Every such a place is within certain country. The Bin Laden sits in Afghanistan. There is a source of terror.
Who else can you identify, though? Because we're not saying he's responsible for this necessarily.
No, we don't say that he's responsible.
Necessarily really?
Responsible.
Oh, word?
Necessarily responsible.
For this necessarily.
No, we don't say sits in Afghanistan. There is a source of
who else
terror.
Can you identify, though? Because we're not saying he's responsible for this necessarily.
No, we don't say that he's responsible, necessarily responsible.
Oh,
saying he's responsible for this necessarily.
No, we don't say that he's responsible.
One more time, necessarily. I love hitting the rewind.
The Bin Laden sits in Afghanistan. There is a source of
who else
terror.
Can you identify, though? Because we're not saying he's responsible for this necessarily.
No, we don't say that he's responsible, necessarily responsible. We know where other terror thugs are living.
Oh boy, this thing did not age well at all. Didn't age well at all. Didn't age well at all. But this is one video that we tend to just overlook. We just overlook it. And you know what's crazy is that despite all the education that we have, despite everything that we've learned, people still think that it was the same people that did that day on 9/11. People still believe that an airplane flew into the Pentagon. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Pentagon in real life. It's not a tall building by any means. Of course, it's taller than me, right? And it's taller than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I'm not saying it's not that high, right? It's significantly higher than a basketball player. But the Pentagon, compared to a normal structure, a normal building, let's say a skyscraper, is relatively low to the ground. Believe it or not, like you could drive past the Pentagon and you could see it from a distance. Now it's a wide structure, right? But it's low to it's low to the ground. So let's say if the Empire State Building was a Pringles can, right? The Pentagon would be a pail of ice cream. Okay, it would be a pail of ice cream. So let's call it that. just a roundabout way of just trying to describe the two buildings. Now, the way they claim that the airplane struck the Pentagon. I'm not trying to say you should believe it or you shouldn't believe it. They don't have any footage. This is the Pentagon, y'all, right? This is the Pentagon. All right. This is the most secure building in the known universe, the known world, right? If you believe in universes, yeah, this is the most secure building in the world, right? But they had one camera trained to it. And they didn't see anything run into it. All they got was an explosion and something streaking towards it. And then they didn't find any airplane parts or anything like that at the ground zero that was the Pentagon. Let's continue. Let's finish this shit off.
We know that Ferganskaya Dolina in Central Asia is a major route for drugs, but at the same time, major route for terror. And I know that President Putin is highly committed to the struggle against terror, and I feel that he should be part of this international effort. I believe that the MI6 is highly capable.
And that's how he ropes the Russian president, if you believe that they're not in league with each other anyway. But that's how he ropes the Russian president into this whole smorgasbord of bullshit and lies. That's how he does it. Oh, I think he should be in it too. He should definitely consider being in it. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Proven it along decades. Your own skills in standing firm politically and acting pointedly, operationally against terror. And we should cooperate with
preemptively,
both preemptive and by diplomatic means, namely rogue states. There are 5 of them: Iran, Iraq, Libya, North Korea. These kind of states should be treated as rogue states. And the same applies to even to leaders like Arafat. We heard him just recently condemn
Arafat, of course, we know what they did with him. They killed him. They poisoned him. And then they claimed they didn't. Synagogue of Satan poisoned him. They killed him. But he just died of some old age or whatever it was, right?
I praise him for this condemnation, but he personally is responsible for many terror events that happened in the last few years. Same happened in some other capitals in the Middle East.
Ehud Barak, former Prime Minister of Israel, here in BBC World. Thank you for joining us here in our studio in London. And as Mr. Barak was speaking, we were seeing...
No, we don't say that.
And welcome back.
No, we don't say that he's responsible. No, we don't say that he's responsible. Of course you don't. Of course you don't. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but on my my thumbnail, I'm sure you guys are pretty familiar with that, right? I'm sure you guys were pretty familiar with that. Now, we don't have any footage of them. I don't think anybody has any footage of them. But here we go. I'm going to share this with you guys real fast so you guys can see for yourselves. Okay? Here it is. Who wrote this? Okay. So June 21st, millions saw the horrific images of the World Trade Center's attacks, and those who saw them will never forget. But a New Jersey homemaker saw something that morning that prompted an investigation into 5 young Synagogue of Satan folks and their possible connection to intelligence. Maria, who asked us not to use her last name, had a view of the World Trade Center from her New Jersey apartment building. She remembers a neighbor calling her shortly after the first plane hit the towers. She grabbed her binoculars and watched the destruction unfolding in Lower Manhattan. But as she watched the disaster, something else caught her eye. Maria says that she saw 3 young men kneeling on the roof of a white van in a parking lot of her apartment building. They seemed to be taking a movie, Maria said. The men were taking video or photos of themselves with the WTC burning in the background, she said. What struck Maria were the expressions on the men's faces. They were like happy, you know. They didn't look shocked to me. I thought it was very strange, she said. Very strange indeed. My opinion, I also think it's strange. She found the behavior so suspicious that she wrote down the license plate number of the van and called the police. Before long, the FBI were also on the scene, and a statewide bulletin was issued on the van. So the FBI was there. She got the information, provided it to the FBI. What I don't understand is this is something that I spoke about last week. I said this and I meant it, right? Because it's the truth. If the FBI has you, they have you. Like they've been mounting evidence and just stacking it up. They give it time to marinate. Kind of like instead of making a wham bam wash bash meal, they're making a Thanksgiving dinner, right? Let the turkey sit in there, get the brine on it, and put the whatever on it, and then throw it in the oven. You know what I'm saying? Give it some time to heat up so it fully cooks properly. They give it that kind of love and attention anytime they're looking for their criminal. So it's not as if the FBI didn't have information on the comings and goings of some of these individuals. If not them, those that work with and alongside them. But let's continue with this thing. Let's continue. Okay. Where are we? This dang craziness just be driving me crazy right here. So let's continue. Right? She found the behavior very suspicious. License plate number. The plate number was traced to a van owned by a company called Urban Moving. Okay. Around 4 p.m. on September 11th, the van was spotted on a service road off Route 3 near New Jersey Giants Stadium. Police officer pulled the van over, finding 5 men between 22 and 27 years old in the vehicle. The men were taken out of the van at gunpoint and handcuffed by police. The arrest officers said they saw a lot that aroused their suspicion about the men. One of the passengers had $4,700 in cash hidden in his sock. He had $4,700 in cash hidden in his sock. Damn. What kind of Pippi Longstocking or something? Another was carrying 2 foreign passports. A box cutter was found in the van. But perhaps the biggest surprise the officers came was when the 5 men identified themselves as Israeli citizens. We are not your problem. So I can imagine this going down, right? I can imagine this going down, and then the whole Jedi mind trick. We are not your problem. We're not the droids that you're looking for. Fred, I don't think these are the droids that we're looking for, man. Let's get out of here. Yeah. So they tried the whole, synagogue of Satan mind trick on them. Right? But let's continue. Let me get back to it. Lord have mercy. According to the police report, one of the passengers told the officers that they'd been on the West Side Highway in Manhattan, quote unquote, during the incident, referring to the World Trade Center attack. The drivers of the van, Sivan Kurtzberg, told the officers, "We are Israeli. We are not your problem. Your problems are our problems." The Palestinians are the problem. The Palestinians are the problem. The Palestinians are the problem. But okay, let's pause for a second from that. So the Palestinians are the problem. We know where we're at today, right? As far as current events and everything else. The Palestinians are the problem, but nobody went to Palestine. Nobody went to the Gaza Strip to cause no static. Everybody else went to Afghanistan. Everybody went to Iraq, right? And then subsequently, people went to Syria. People went to Libya. everywhere but Palestine, right? But I guess Palestine is such a small place to our government, probably seems as a small problem that maybe the synagogue of Satan could handle themselves. And so we didn't want to ambush and attack them. Instead, we wanted to focus our efforts onto the greater part of the Middle East, figure that out, do what we did there, and then we have what we have now. We have what we have now. We did what we did to Gaddafi based off of this. You heard that, man. You heard Ehud Barak earlier talking about Libya as being one of the problems. Iran as being one of the problems. Scratch North Korea in there. Iraq being one of the problems. So we've seen how this is played out already. And it's the same people. We're not your problem. Our problem is your problem. We're not your problem. Meanwhile, you've got countless Americans dead in the towers. That's one. Two, countless Americans dead in the Pentagon. Lord knows what's going on with the airplanes. That's another mystery all in itself that nobody can truly figure out, right? Nobody could figure out where these fucking black boxes are. Nobody could figure that out. Nobody could figure out who the manifest. Like they say the manifest of the planes. But then the plane is here, the plane is there. Like nobody's fucking talking about it. Nobody really sits down and talks about it. And then what nobody does also is nobody's pointing the finger at anybody. Everybody's, for the most part, everybody's saying the same fucking story. The same people. Oh, Afghanistan. Oh, the Saudis, Afghanistan, the Saudis. I'm not saying that the Saudis couldn't have done it. I'm not saying that at all. But every time these crazy things happen in our country, it's the same, it's the synagogue of Satan's name comes up often. I'm not saying that they did it. I'm just saying it's strange and it comes up often. It comes up often. And it should make you sit back and wonder, were these motherfuckers our friends in the first place? Like, I'm serious. I'm not trying to start no shit with nobody. But I mean, we're at a time where people are having a hard time getting gas. People can't buy no food, or food is fucking expensive. The food is dirty. The water's dirty. The air is dirty. The soil is dirty. All they want to do is inject poison in us. Tell us that, hey, maybe we should the fucking population. Have you seen Kansas? Has anybody been through or to Nebraska, Iowa, South Dakota, North Dakota? Anybody? But yet we have too many people in this world. Too many people in this world. And this is just in the United States. I'm not talking about the continent of Africa, which is like 5 times America, the United States of America, which is 5 times where it is we live. And they're talking about we can't fit nobody here. We can't fit nobody else in this world. And this is the bullshit. So if you hear somebody talking, and I'm not getting off topic. I'm just trying to kind of include what I'm thinking into the topic. So if you hear anybody talking that shit that we have too many people, tell them to shut the fuck up respectfully. Tell them to shut the fuck up. Okay. Gas is expensive, food expensive, water expensive. To live is expensive. But you want to know, every fucking time we get the bad news from these same fucking people, they're going to go out, they're going to live their lives. Every time. These guys don't have to worry about where their next meal is coming from. They don't have to worry about how their bills are getting paid. Electric bill, gas bill, light bill, water bill, sewage. They don't have to worry about any of that. The same people that bring us this bad news are the same people that are living fat off a hog's ass. The same ones. The same ones that are in concert and friends with the synagogue of Satan. You saw those two dick suckers last night on TV. Satan's dick, talking about they're my friends, they're my friends. And then you have dick sucker number 2 walking toupee and the ear that fits just fine. Funny how his fucking ear just suddenly magically just appears brand new, like it's a newborn baby fucking ear on a grown man, right? This motherfucker, no, I'm friends with the synagogue of Satan more than you are. I promised them this. No, I promised them this. 2 dick suckers. These motherfuckers ain't got to worry nothing about money. Not a damn near, not nothing. Not one of them are talking about the USS Liberty incident. Let me show you what else they're not talking about. Because these are things that affect American people on a day-to-day basis, whether you believe it or not. This is a lot of shit that's happened that still is unaccounted for. So I'm not saying that there isn't other things that's happening, but I want us to focus some of our attention to the things that have happened that still justice hasn't been served. Justice has not been served. Let me show y'all one thing real fast. Okay, real fast, man. I'm slow with the trigger today, boy. I'm like slow draw Rick McGraw over here. Draw slower than hell, man. Let me get off this screen right here. I'm gonna present to y'all this right here. Let me show you this. So this is the friend of the black people, like Rabbi Shmuley said, right? Rabbi Shmuley said, yeah, we love black people so much, this, that, the third, blah, 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 this, that, the third, right? This is what the synagogue of Satan has done to their quote unquote brethren. This is just an example. The synagogue of Satan. This is what they do. This is what they do, and this is how they handle business, apparently. But I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up. You got people that got demonetized from YouTube because they're telling the truth, but they're fucked up. They're anti-synagogue of Satan people, right? They're anti-S. Let's continue. Let me stop sharing that. Let me show y'all something else. Let me show y'all what else they do. But we're fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucked up. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm just making this shit up, right? Where we at? I'm fucked up. But this is what goes on. This isn't like it. This is a one-off and it just stopped. Gaza is happening, right? Do you think this shit has stopped? Look at this. Synagogue of Satan harvests organs in the 90s without consent. Synagogue of Satan admits that in the 90s, its forensic pathologists harvested organs from dead bodies, including, see, that's the key word right there, including Palestinians. Let me show y'all. My bad, y'all. My bad if y'all didn't see that. That's my bad. I want to make sure that y'all see that. Okay, including Palestinians. So they harvested organs from anybody that they came across that got that work. They took their shit. And don't think if you're an organ donor, man, they're gonna turn your body into a chop shop. Real talk. They're taking you to the chop shop, and then they're gonna use fingernails, teeth, lips, gums, tongue. They taking whatever they need at that time. They taking everything. Be happy that your body gets back in the casket looking normal, because they taking something. They're taking it. They're taking it. If they need skin, they're probably do. Look at this. In the 90s, this is just in the 90s. You don't think that with the craziness going on right now in and around where the synagogue of Satan is at, you don't think that this is continuing? You think this is a joke? You think this is this isn't a joke? Like, I wish this was fake. I wish we could talk about something like, you know, WWF or video games and the Transformers or something cool like that. But like, this is what's still going on. And yes, this affects us. And let me tell you how. Let me tell you how this affects us. Just like I've said before, that anything like this that you see going on somewhere far from here, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before it hits us here in America, on our shores, if it's not already happening, which we've heard speculations and rumors and everything else that it is actually occurring here in America. We've heard that it's going on here, that it's not a joke. That it's not a joke. Let's continue. The issue emerged with publication from an interview, then head of the Synagogue of Satan's Abu Kabir Forensic Institute, Dr. Yehuda Hiss. His last name is Hiss, surprisingly. The interview was conducted in 2000 by an American academic who released it because a huge controversy last summer over an allegation by Swedish newspapers that the Synagogue of Satan was killing Palestinians in order to harvest their organs. The Synagogue of Satan hotly denied the charge. Okay, so this was in 2009. Do you think that people making these kinds of claims are going to sit there and lie? Nowadays, I mean, anybody could be a liar. So that's a stupid question. I mean, okay, how about this? Based off of what we know about history, the truths that we're beginning to find out, the people involved with perpetuating lies, based off of what it is we know, do you think that a story like that would be considered false? Something to think about. Something to think about. Okay, let's stop that one. I got something else to show y'all. I ain't done here. I got something else to show y'all. Real talk. Where is that? Got something else for y'all. Okay, so here we go. This is the country, the Synagogue of Satan, that's supposed to be good friends with black people, right? Good friends with all these black people. Oh, we love the blacks. We love the blacks. Well, I wonder where we heard that from before. We love the blacks. And let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. If you're not black, that's fine, right? I love you anyway. But I want you to be aware of something, okay? Whatever happens to us and you just ignore it, give it some time, it's going to happen to you too. Whatever happens to us, you just glance over and act as if, oh, just business as usual. You just give it some time. With the people pushing this bullshit and these lies and everything else, if they put it on us and it's ignored, it's only a matter of time. And I'm not wishing bad on nobody. That's the last thing I'm doing. But give it some time. It's going to reach everybody else. We're just a test subject. That's all. We're just a test subject. They just want to see how it works on us before they give that smoke to everybody else. Let me show y'all this. This is how much they love black people. Synagogue of Satan offered to sell South Africa nuclear weapons. I wonder why. I wonder fucking why. Top secret. Minutes of meetings between senior officials of two countries. 75 show that South Africa's defense minister, Botha, asked for warheads, and Shimon Peres, Israeli defense president, responded by offering them in 3 sizes. Responded by offering them in 3 sizes. They didn't have a supersize me. This is what the world has to offer its citizens. Detail about it. Here, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead, all that stuff, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to present that inside. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to present that in the chat, but I want y'all to see something first, okay? I know I'm saying a lot of show me, see me's tonight, but I want y'all to see something else. Stop this real quick. Let me show you this right here. Let me show you this. Okay. Shoot.
I remember getting a call from the fire department commander telling me that they were not sure they were going to be able to contain the fire. And I said, we've had such terrible loss of life. Maybe the smartest thing to do is pull it. And they made that decision to pull, and then we watched the building collapse.
So, I don't know if you guys have ever seen a demolition go down in real life, but let me tell you, it's not like you stick a couple of firecrackers at the bottom of a building and just hope for the best. No, these things take months and months of planning, right? Logistics through the yin yang, right? Safety measures need to be taken, planning around this thing. It's basically posted up as a bulletin for everybody else. Everybody else, clear out. This is what we're doing. He told them to pull it. He told them to pull it. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this term before, but I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show it to you just so you have an idea of what was going on before many of us what some of these terms meant. And here in America, let me show y'all real quick. Let me show y'all real quick. Today's like show and tell with. Let me show you. Look at this. If you've never heard of it, synagogue of Satan lightning, the act of burning down a home or institution in order to collect the insurance money. So this isn't like this is a one-off. This isn't like this is some stuff that people have been making up. And look, I'll be honest with you, man. I ain't got no smoke with anybody. I don't. But one thing I can't stand is how we're being targeted. We live here. We're being targeted. All of us. Black, white, green, orange, purple, yellow, red, right? We're all being targeted. And it's the same people that get away with the BS. We're all being targeted. You could see the same people that trounce, walk their asses, their happy asses up and down the White House. They're living well. They're living very well. And it's the same people that catch the vapors. No matter how fair you treat people, no matter how good you treat people, something can happen. And then there's nothing you could do or say about it. Something could happen to your family. And then you want to know something? You're not going to get justice. You can't get justice in this world. And really, I think that's my biggest gripe with how things are playing out today in our society. I'm not sitting here trying to blame any one group, but it seems as if as these things happen, we never get justice. It seems as if this is going on, we never get justice. Us down here, we never get justice. We pay our taxes, we pay our bills. Some of us pay our bills in time, but we're doing better, right? We pay our bills, we pay our taxes, we get tickets, we pay them. We run a red light, we get busted, right? Nobody's better than the other while you're down here. But everybody up there seems to be dropping this sauce on us, and there's nothing we can do about it. There is nothing that we can do about it. And this is where we are today in America. Why? Here we are celebrating a tragedy that happened 23 years ago. And if you could remember back then during 9/11, think about that day. Think about that day. Has things gotten better? Like, be honest. Have things gotten better in the United States since that time? Look at the players involved and have things gotten better? Not a gosh darn thing has gotten better. Things have gotten worse. Things have gotten more expensive. Gas, gold, silver, through the roof. And it's the same people involved. It's the same people involved. We just got over this crazy shit that happened 3-4. Well, you know what? Not even going to say we got over it. We're getting around it somewhat, but it's still there. This thing that happened 3-4 years ago, right? And nobody has to pay for that. Don't you find it funny? Nobody has to fucking pay account for that. There's nobody being held accountable for that. Meanwhile, half the world gone forever. Populations is on a slower, like, no, people can't have kids no more. A lot of people, different groups of people can't have kids no more. You don't find that funny? And it's the same people that are involved, and nobody has to pay for it. They have yet to pay for the USS Liberty. They have yet to pay for the Levon affair. They have yet to pay for 9/11. They have yet to pay for Vietnam. They have yet to pay for the JFK assassination. They have yet to pay for the MLK assassination. They have yet to pay for the Medgar Evers, Yasser Arafat, Malcolm X. The list goes on, and not one of these motherfuckers have faced justice. Nobody. Let you run a red light and not pay a ticket. You better believe you're going to face some kind of justice, no matter how small it is. You're going to have to pay the piper. You're going to have to pay some kind of monetary fee. It's the same fucking people all the fucking time. And my thing is, when do we say enough is enough? When? We lost those 4 buildings. Well, the Pentagon is still here, but 3 buildings in New York City. 3 buildings. You had Synagogue of Satan, actual Synagogue of Satan fire occur. I don't know if you know this, but that man, Larry Silverstein, made off like a bandit. He made off like the Hamburglar, okay, at Fuddruckers. He made off big. He made off big that day. And that term that I was showing you, that Synagogue of Satan fire, that's exactly what had been going on for years and years and years and years, and nobody has to fucking face justice. There is a particular group. You could say what you want. Say what the fuck you want. It's the truth. This shit right here, they own it, right? Candace Owens, she's gone. She's gone for another 3 months, pending good behavior. At best, she's gone, right? Own the media. Education system. We saw that happen with the president of fucking Harvard and the president of UPenn. But what happened with the president of MIT? Y'all don't know what happened with the president of MIT? Well, just so turns out she might be part of the Synagogue of Satan as well. Not saying it's her fault that she didn't lose her job. No. But there's a certain barrier of protection for those that get along and play these fucking games. Meanwhile, everybody else is left to fucking suffer. But if you're part of that power structure, you are part of the problem. When is America going to stop dealing with the bullshit? When are we going to stop saying enough football, enough basketball? We want, this is what we're coming to get back. We're coming to get the country back. When does America do that? When does America stop with the bullshit racism, letting police do what the fuck they do to black people? When the fuck does the rest of America say stop? But listen, everybody's at fault. It's not just one fucking group. Black people. When do a lot of us start to tell our youth, hey, stop killing these motherfuckers in the street? Stop doing the bullshit. Stop making the bullshit music. Influencing people, because that plays a role as well. When do we stop? When do we stop and say enough is enough? Like when? Well, I've said enough is enough. Maybe I haven't done enough, but when do we all get together? When do we take our communities and take control of our communities and tell the people on the outside in the fucking ivory tower, stay the fuck over there, leave us the fuck over here? because you've got these two fucking Tweedledee and Tweedledum sitting there arguing yesterday as to who had the biggest fucking crowd. Are you kidding me? Who had more people show up to hear us talk shit? Are you kidding me? Nobody had a fucking solution for the people that pay the taxes, for the people that have to go out every day and hustle and bust their ass, sacrifice their lives, sacrifice the lives of their kids, right? To get 2 pennies to rub together so they could pay for gasoline, so they could pay for food, so they could pay for water, clean water. You know what? Nowadays, let's get rid of that. You're not even getting clean water anymore. So you could pay for dirty, contaminated water. So you could pay for dirty, contaminated food. Like, when do we say enough is enough? And I'm saying that, like I said, because it's the same people involved. This has been going on since before the Bolshevik Revolution. And if you just sit back and just give yourself a good amount of time, probably a good week, just sit down, read a few books, watch a few documentaries, and just look at them with a critical eye, right? The truth will be there. And it's a sad truth, but it's the truth. It's the truth. And it's not something that we like to discuss. I don't like to discuss it, but god damn it, I'm tired of this bullshit. And I'm not going to harm myself, and I'm not going to harm anybody else, but like, when the fuck do we get together? When the fuck do we make it happen? Now, what does this got to do with the true earth? Good question. Me, I've been in the true earth for, I'd say, a good 7 years now, right? 7 years solid I've been in the true earth. I didn't know it was 7 years. I'd say solid actually. 6 solid years I was convinced that I was a true earth. I was a flat earther, right? You see, it provides nothing but investigation and truth, trying to figure out where the fuck we are, who the fuck we are, and now we're seeing when the fuck we are, because even that's all off. We don't even know when the fuck we are in this fucking world. So now we're trying to figure these things out, and it's the same fucking people that try to tell us these goddamn lies time and time again. NASA got a fucking planet, or there's a planet out there made of cotton candy. The storms on fucking Jupiter. The craters on the fucking moon that they left the flag in. Bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. So on top of these crimes that are being committed, we're being lied to on top of that about the most mundane things, just to remind us that, hey, by the way, you're a fucking idiot and we're going to keep fucking pickpocketing you. Over and over, time and time again. So when the fuck do we say it's enough? Like, when? Is it next week? Is it today? Is it tomorrow? Is it in a month? When do you say you've had enough? Like, how high is our pain threshold as people? Just people. Not Americans, not black, not white, just as people. When do we say, all right, no, I'm not doing that shit no more. I'm just not. Why do we have to play their game every time? Why? I know. It's easy to say when you're comfortable. I get it. Like, I get it. It's easy to say when you're comfortable. It's easy to do a lot of things when you're comfortable. It's when you're not comfortable, right? I know a lot of y'all could go back to when that venom was administered and how a lot of y'all, I know how a lot of y'all felt. I know exactly how a lot of y'all felt when that venom was administered and you said no. You said, I'm not doing it, man. Like, I can't do it no more. I can't do it. I'm not doing that. That's not what I'm doing. Some of y'all lost y'all livelihood. Some of y'all lost y'all spouse. Some of y'all couldn't get along with your family. Some people lost their lives, not their lives, excuse me. Some people did, in fact, lose their lives. Some people lost their jobs, right? Jobs that you might have worked for 20, 30, 40 years. And because you decided you're not doing it, you lost it anyway. Because you didn't want to give into that fucking bullshit that they were out there administering to everybody else. It doesn't make you wonder. It doesn't make you think that they're giving out free weed so you could get the flu shot. That doesn't make you fucking wonder. Oh, get a prostitute. You're living in Europe, for everybody that lives in Europe. Oh, free prostitute if you get the fucking cocoa. Get your dick sucked. Get the cocoa, get your dick sucked. Jello shots. 10 Jello shots for every cocoa that you're administering to yourself and your family. 10 free Jello shots. Are you kidding me? So they want to poison your mind and they want to poison your body just so you can put a venom in your body. Y'all don't think that shit is criminal enough? Like, man, I woke up this morning, right? And tonight was steak night at the American Legion. Shout out at the American Legion. And I was happy. I was like, man, yo, today's steak night. I'm feeling good. But then I realized shortly thereafter, damn, man, today's 9/11. Damn. And all I could fucking think was how shit just got fucking worse. Nothing got better. Nothing in this fucking country, around this world, got better. Okay, the Giants won 2 Super Bowls. And I used to watch football all the time when I loved the Giants, when I loved football. They won 2 Super Bowls. Big fucking deal. Whoop-de-doo. Nothing got better for the regular people, man. Like, nothing got better. And now we got to rely on these 2 useless fucking human beings. A black one and a white one, a man and a woman, 2 absolutely tits on a board. 2 of them we have to rely on. We're being told these are our final options, but they're not our final options. That's all I'm going to say. They are not our final options. There is always something different that we can do. They're not our final options. People, listen, man. We've been through a lot, knowing who we are and other people knowing who we are. I think that's the other adventure, is everybody else knowing who we are and how we think. We don't think like everybody else. We ain't like everybody else. And it's okay. It's all right to be a little bit different. But at the same time, I mean, when we know something, you gotta remember that as you learn stuff, you got a responsibility. We have a responsibility. Now that we know what we know, how do we change things? When do we change things? Well, I'd say that one of the easiest ways to start is we just have to stop paying into stuff. If you watch sports, stop watching sports. If you drink Starbucks, stop drinking Starbucks. It's the easy stuff. It's the easy stuff that make the difference. It's the small stuff that makes the difference. I know I'm ranting a little bit, but it's a Wednesday. It's not Tuesday. It's not True Earth Tuesday. Huh? But we're going to roll into the True Earth stuff. But I needed to get that off my chest, man, because this is coming back next year. This is coming back next year. We know what it is. We know that this place is flat. That's not changing anytime soon. Doesn't matter what fucking experiment they got coming up. None of that shit matters. We know who the fucked up people are. They're the same fucking people every fucking time. And it's frustrating. Yeah, I understand it's frustrating, right? But we know what the truth is. We know we're being lied to. Like I love my Flat Earth Banjos. I love my David Weisses, right? I love watching these dudes. The John Thors and everybody else. Like, these guys are amazing. They have amazing content. We know what the bullshit is. How much what else are we going to say? What else are we going to say? What else are we going to do? How do we finally get it together to put this news out there? Love you back, Jono. Love you back, Macho Man. But how do we finally, we've been doing this for far too long. They're going to try and make something. I promise you, give it some time. They're going to turn, if you believe into Flat Earth, as you are a terrorist. They're going to do something to spin it that way, man. I feel it. I already know they're going to do it. I just know these motherfuckers are just that bad and that treacherous. And this is what they have up their sleeve for us, man. I know it sounds fucking terrible. It sounds crazy, but Who would have thought? Who would have thought making a joke about a group of people? Well, that's neither here nor there. That's now a hate crime, right? That could cost you your livelihood, your job, all kinds of good stuff, right? Opportunity elsewhere, jokes. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Crowd, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? You know, I've been watching the guys. I've been watching the David Weisses, and I've been watching the Banjos and everything else, and they've got some great stuff. But it's like when does it stop? When does it stop? When do we say we've had enough? When do you guys say you've had enough? Have you had enough? Have you had enough? Have you had enough? Yeah, everything is BS, of course, but at some point, it's up to us. It's not up to them to say when or where or what or who. It should never be up to them. It should always be up to us. We're the majority. It's us. It's us. We're the majority. I think we tend to forget that, man. They're so listen, it's all a psyop. A lot of it is a psyop. When they dress nice like that, when they have the cameras focused in on them, and then you see one person in a million different places, it makes them seem as if they're larger than life, right? And then when you give them that godhead status, it makes them bigger than they really are. So it makes one person, it could be one fucking dick sucker supreme, like those assholes that were over there debating yesterday. One of those dick suckers over there could be on 50,000 TV screens. And that's still one person, just on 50,000 TV screens. But as soon as we see those motherfuckers, we just give them and grant them a godhead status, as if they can cure all the diseases, as if they can feed all the poor folks and all the hungry people. They could clothe all the naked people. Meanwhile, they're just as fucking normal as you or me. They put their pants on one leg at a time. And we've given them that power. We need to take the fucking power back and say, no, that's not yours. That's not yours. That's not yours. No. We need to stop. And it's easy to say. It's easier said than done. I get it. I get that. But it's the small things that we do. It's the small things. It's the small things. Stop paying into this bullshit. Stop paying into this bullshit. Stop watching these games. Stop watching these. Man, I hate to admit it. I love Transformers. I do. But I've got to, at some point, like, I got to stop. That's part of it. That's space bullshit. It's a lie too. It's space, right? Football, basketball. One of my favorite channels, the Ghost of Judah Tribe. The guy is the Bears fan he loves the Bears. That's all he talks about is the Bears. His emblem, his thumbprint, his thing, his logo for his channel is a bear, Chicago Bear. It's unreal. Like, we have to walk away from this shit. We got to get away from it, y'all. Like, look at this map behind me. I'm pointing in the wrong direction like a dumbass. But look at this thing. Look at this. They even set this fucking thing up wrong for us. This isn't how this stuff is laid out. So everywhere we turn, I just got this map because it's nice and it was given to me as a gift. But everywhere we turn, it's a lie. Everywhere we turn, somebody's lying to us, man. But the good news is that we've got each other and we've got each other to converse with, but we need it. Like, this thing is even though we come here to vent and we come here to learn, we need to come here with and looking for solutions. We need to have some kind of solution at the end of the day. Now, in case you don't know, Vika Drazif has put together a team, and I'm in it, thank God, right? And we're still recruiting good people. If you want to get in, we are putting something big together. If you want in, please let me know. All right. And I'm being serious. I'm being sincere. If you want in, let me know. Okay. We want good people and we want true earthers involved so we can get this thing pumping. All right. Vika Drazif, the creator of the Mechanical Realm. Y'all know who he is. And many of y'all have seen the Mechanical Realm. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. Where's Barbara? Barbara here. Barbara, Jehovah's daughter. Jehovah's daughter. So check it out. We're putting something together, and this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. We're coming up with solutions. However silly they may seem, it's something. This solution is to educate. We're building something, and it is to educate the masses. It's to give to everybody else. I'm putting my money down in it, man. That's how strongly I believe in it. You know you believe in some shit when you put some money towards it. When you go to 7-Eleven and you buy them nasty ass hot dogs because you believe them hot dogs are good and they're tasty, right? When I'm out in Brooklyn and I buy those pretzels on the street, that's because those pretzels are good as hell. I believe in those pretzels. So if you want to do something, if you want to make and affect change, sometimes you have to put your sweat equity towards it. And that's what I did. If you want to get in on this, y'all let us know, man. Y'all let me know. Y'all get in on Vika's thing. Y'all let me know. Y'all let Vika know. And we'll start to pull in the good people. I think all of y'all are good people. I think you're all amazing. And if all of y'all got in, I think that would be dope. Personally, we need to get in. And you know what? When we get in and we put this thing together, we do our individual part. That's what makes this whole project that we're putting together unique. Everybody has a part to play, right? Nobody here is a titty on a board. Nobody here is. Nobody here is a tits on a board. Everybody here is of some use. Everybody here is. We need to put our minds together to make some shit happen. Right? I'm not making a museum. I'm not doing any of that. But we're building something. And I know for a fact all of us could benefit from it. I know for a fact all of us could benefit from it. We're not making a website. We're not making we're not making a time machine of sorts, right? We're not doing that, but we are building something. And if you guys want in, get in. And when you get in, you'll be in, and then you'll make it happen. You'll be part of making history. You'll be part of making history. And this shit seems crazy, man. It does seem crazy, but the crazier, the better. Hell yeah. We don't need those fuckers out there on the outside telling us we can't do shit, man. Those people, man, those people are losers. Those people are losers and those people are lost. Let them be lost until they fucking get their minds right and they get shit together. They will continue to be lost. Let them be lost. Let those ballers be ballers. All right. Ballers will be ballers. All right. Ballers, but they're not shot callers. Well, not all of them. Some of them may think they are, but you know what I'm saying, right? Salute. Get in where you fit in. And it's okay, man, because this stuff is working. This stuff is actually working. So go track down Vika Drazif. Matter of fact, I might do y'all one solid right here. I might do y'all one solid right here. Let me get this thing right here. We get y'all in here. Y'all get in where y'all fit in. Okay. How I do this? And this is hard. How I do this, man? You know, I don't even know how to. This thing is hard. This thing is hard as hell. Anyway, Y'all get in. Y'all get in. Find us. It's the Antikythera mechanism. Y'all find us on dang. Y'all find us on dang. What is that damn thing? Telegram. Man, I'm so bad, man. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get this thing to work. How I get y'all in here? Chat settings. Oh my lord. I don't, man, y'all, I'm having a hard time. I don't even know how to use, I don't know how to use telegrams like that. Channel show chat name. Wow. Man, they make it so hard to share these things. They make it so hard. But come find us, we'll be in there. Come find us, we'll be in there. The Antikythera mechanism. We'll be in there. And we hope to see y'all in there. Y'all get in where y'all fit in. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get in where y'all fit in. Because, like, hey, man, we're doing what we can. We're doing what we can to just change shit, right? As small as it seems, we're doing something. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Maria. Y'all get in where y'all fit in. And then we're going to put this thing together, damn it, all right? We don't need no motherfuckers on the outside. NASA and all them, even though they say they make stuff happen, it's all lies. It's all, if they can make lies happen and make people believe it, imagine if you do some real shit. Imagine doing something real that actually benefits people. Like NASA's making shit happen all the time. Only problem is it's a lie. It's bullshit. I got you, Angela Carson. I got you. Yeah. You know what? Yo, get in. Get in. This is I'm not fucking with y'all's emotions either, man. Like I'm being dead ass serious. I'm being dead ass serious. And I've never petitioned for the channel like this, but like we're making moves. We're making moves. And if you ain't trying to move with us, man, you're gonna have to be left behind. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be that harsh. I like you guys, man. I like y'all too much to leave anybody behind that doesn't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I'd really like for y'all to do it. But yeah, NASA don't make nothing, just bullshit, just stories and lies up. We're the ones that are gonna fucking make or remake. We're gonna be the future. We're gonna be the future. We're gonna spearhead this stuff. We're gonna leave something for our kids to be proud of. Think about that. If there's one thing you want to think about what you want to leave behind for your kids. Sure, we could leave some money behind. Yes. We could leave some land and property behind. Yes. But truly, what legacy are we going to leave behind? Right? Imagine who created the DeLorean. That car's the biggest piece of shit. But man, could you imagine? Now people look at the DeLorean and they just think it's a time machine. Right? Even though that car was a piece of trash, that car was slow as hell. Man, I probably beat that thing with a pair of roller skates in a race. But the DeLorean is looked at as a time machine. So I'm sure the creator of the DeLorean, kids look back and like, man, Dad, man, you left us with something. You left us with a legacy that we could fall back on. People know that car to be something. Now, I'm just using, that may be not the best example, but I'm using that as an example because when you create something, when you just make something, even, I mean, just think about the impact that this could potentially have on future generations. This is all I'm thinking about. I don't give a damn about, how crazy people think we are. That's good when people think you're crazy. That's good when people think that you're fucked up in the head or you're nuts. You want to know what that means? You're not thinking like the rest of those fucking dick suckers out there. You don't fucking follow people. That's what that means. And fucking be proud to be different. God damn it. Fuck those motherfuckers. Fucking pussy ass motherfuckers, man. Let me tell you guys something, man. When I was a kid, I was like damn 5 years old, right? This is a crazy story. But man, we were driving in Brooklyn, and my dad was, he was driving me and my brothers. And I think we just came from like the bodega, right? And then we saw a midget over there and he had a mohawk. Now, when I was a kid, I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a wrestler. His name was the Haiti Kid. The Haiti Kid was over there. And then I was like, oh, snap, it's the Haiti Kid. Oh, snap, I want his autograph. And my dad was like, you guys want his autograph? Me and my brothers, they're older than me. They were like, yeah, we want his autograph. Then my dad took this big old pad out. It was like a Steno Notes pad, right? He gave it to my brothers. He was like, yo, there it is. Go get his autograph. He stopped the car, right? And the Haiti Kid, or the dude that looked like him, was standing over there drinking 40s with his boys out on the corner, right? And this is all on Church Avenue in Brooklyn. And then my brothers were like, oh, man, we're too embarrassed. I said, embarrassed? I said, embarrassed? If y'all don't know who the Haiti Kid is, man, the Haiti Kid was like, he had a mohawk, but he was a midget wrestler. I was like, he's a midget, man, or a dwarf. I don't know whatever. I was like, yo, what do you mean embarrassed, man? Get his fucking autograph. They were like, no, he's gonna laugh at us. I said, man, give me that. I snatched that book from him, man. I went to that dude. I was like, hey, sir, can I have your autograph? And him and his friends, they laughed at me, right? And I didn't know what the fuck was funny. I was like, can I have your autograph? He's like, okay. And then he's like, what should I write? I was like, well, you're the Haiti Kid, right? He was like, no. I was like, no. He said, nah. I said, man, give me that fucking Steno Notes, man. I went back to the car. And then like they would go, I was like, fuck out of here. Oh, total waste of time. Anyway, the point that I'm making is you don't know who the hell you're going to come across. And even if you come across that person, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, right? Doesn't matter what other people think, man. You live in your truth. You do what it is you fucking do, right? If the earth is flat, goddamn it, then that's what it is. And even though we prove it, don't be afraid to let that shit out. Let those people know. Let them know what it is. Today, I had to let these guys over at the American Legion know that's what it is. I know y'all think I'm crazy, and they did. A lot of them looked at me funny, but I had to explain to them what the truth was. When I explained to them, totally saying like, you know what, they kind of got it, and they wanted more information. I was like, well, don't listen to me, man. Just do your research. But if you need a little bit more information, it's out there. It's out there. There are a lot of good people out there professing the truth. It's not just me. There are good people. There's you. There's the Flat Earth Banjos. There's the, Taboo Conspiracy Threes. There's the Flat Out Truths. There's the Ghost of Judah Tribe. Everybody out there, man. John Thor just did an amazing job the other day. Did an amazing job putting us out there. 100 Flat Earth. So many good people out there, and you guys are good people. All right. Hopefully y'all ain't crack addicts or nothing like that. But even if you smoke a little crack on the side, you're still good people, man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you don't smoke crack. I hope you don't do any of that crazy shit, man. It'll kill you. That or meth. If you smoke a little herb sometimes, okay, that's fine. Do your thing. Enjoy. But man, y'all are good people, man. And all you do is profess the truth. And here's the thing, man. If you know you out there telling the truth, you ain't got nothing to be afraid of, man. You ain't got shit to be afraid of. So come on aboard and join us, man, putting this shit together. Get in where you fit in where you get in, and let's make this shit happen. You ain't got to worry about those other motherfuckers out there telling you it can't be done. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, take that shit. Yeah. Tell them, yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what you think, you dumb motherfucker. Loser ass. All you fucking losers sit there, Star Trek at the Orville and all that Doctor Who, that fake shit that don't even exist. That's what they enjoy. That's what they know. Even though it's fake, even though it doesn't mean nothing. It leaves you nothing. Empty promises, that stuff. That stuff is a bunch of empty promises. That's what NASA has left us, right? Not a legacy of truth. Not a legacy of anything worth leaving for our kids. Nothing for the kids to be proud of. A bunch of fucking lies for the last 70 years. That's what NASA's left us. Fuck those motherfuckers, man. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck NASA. Fuck the JPL. All of them are a bunch of fucking liars, okay? All of them. Satanists and liars. I mean, maybe not all of them, because good people work there. They just trying to work and make a living. I get it. Not you guys. But the ones at the top that know what the deal is, that know that they're pushing and perpetuating a lie, they're no good. Fuck them. We make the rules. We make the rules, and we make positive change. You want to make sure that you're leaving good things behind for your kids. And even if it's not for you, think about your kids. Think about the legacy that you leave for them. If anything, the legacy that you leave for them. We got far too many globes that we know are bullshit, not used for fucking educational purpose. We've seen it. We've seen it. It's not a lie. It's not a lie. That's what it is. Let's go out there and let's make these changes, man. And look, they're going to listen. It may sound fun now, and it's because we're comfortable. But you know what? The people that are going to strike you the hardest are going to be the closest to you, right? And it's going to happen when you think, because you're excited, it's going to happen when you think that they're going to be on your side. And it's okay, man. It's okay. They're going to give you that fucking work. They're going to work your nerves, man. They're going to test your patience, and that's a good thing. Man, God's preparing us, man. I firmly believe God is preparing us, y'all. I firmly believe that, but that's okay. Get in where you fit in. Let's make this shit happen. Let's see something good for our fucking kids, y'all. Now I'm over there sounding like a broken goddamn record. Alan Nordstrom, what's happening, bro? It's good to see you, man. Alan Nordstrom, if y'all don't know, everybody subscribe to Alan Nordstrom, man. He's an amazing dude. Love Alan Nordstrom's shit. Love his content. You know what I'm saying? Alan Nordstrom, y'all in the house. Shit, man. I know I ranted and I went on for a little bit, y'all. I apologize, y'all. Man, I be waking up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And I just got, I was feeling all good about steak night tonight, man. And then reality hit. This was 23 years ago today or yesterday. And it hurt. It hurt, man. I'm not going to lie to y'all, man. That shit didn't fucking feel good this morning. Knowing what we all had to endure as Americans. Some of us are still enduring it. Some of us might have mesothelioma and trying to get over that. Yet the America ain't trying to pay for these motherfuckers to live, man. Fuck them, man. We're waiting on these motherfuckers to treat good fucking people right. Good people, good American people, good solid people, good people of the world. We waiting for the wrong people to treat us right, man. No. No. We can't do it no more. We waiting for dishonest and dishonorable people to do us right. Really? They're not even going to do their fellow man right, the person next to them that they work alongside. They're not even going to do them right. What makes you think they're going to do us right? They'll never do us right, man. They ain't got nothing but decline for us coming up, man. We need to make the most and the best of the time that we have now together. We need to make the most of the time that we have now together. Make this shit work. Because these people ain't got nothing but sorrow and misery for us, man. Nothing. Already they got this fake meat in production. Fake meat, fake fruit. Who would have thought of some bullshit like that? Fake meat, fake fruit turn into rubber like you chewing on a dog chew toy, man. This is what they're putting out for us. They're burning these things down. They're burning those silos down for food. They're killing all these heads of cattle. They're killing all the chickens. And then like what makes you think that they don't listen. I'm not going to repeat that. They just don't have anything good for us. We make the changes. Don't forget it. We need to make the changes. We make the changes. You need to keep reminding yourself that. Now, here's what's beautiful, y'all. Here's what's beautiful. We're sure that the earth is flat. We know that the earth is flat. But one thing I know is that it didn't happen. It didn't occur overnight that I realized that the earth was flat. It took time for me to actually see the evidence. It took time for me to freaking work it into my mind that the earth was flat. And even then after, every once in a while, I was saying things that made me sound like I was a ball earth person. That I believed that the earth was a ball. But it took time to be positive that the earth was flat, to see more evidence, just to see it, to understand it, to get around the right people. Stay around the right people, folks. Stay around the right people that are going to push you in the direction of change. It's a hard thing. I get it. It's hard to change your mind. But start to realize how much power that you have, that we have. As a unit, we have a lot of power. Together, we have a lot of power to make change. And we don't have to rely on those idiots in the fucking White House, because they have nothing but sorrow for us, man. Fake meat, sorrow, lies, and more lies. Bill Gates. Let me tell you what this fool did. Bill Gates, his daughter is now engaged to a black dude, right? It's almost as, which I don't care what color he is. I don't care. But to see what Bill Gates is doing in Africa, he's trying to curtail their numbers and letting his daughter, that black dude's over there getting her cookies. You know what I'm saying? Bill Gates is basically saying, hey, Africa, let me poison you. Look at my daughter. She's with a black dude. Like, the games are all over the place. Like, it's just something that just came to mind. But the games are all over the place. They're abound. They're everywhere. Be witty to it. Do something other than what they're doing. Get with us, man. Let's get together. Let's be on. I just can't. I apologize, y'all. But let's work together and let's make these changes happen. The gates of hell. I like that. The gates of hell. We got some really resourceful people out there, right? So we have, I don't know if we have any farmers in here, but hey, if you have some produce, what you got? I'm gonna put some money on it, man. Whatever the fuck y'all got going on, whatever the fuck business y'all got, let's put that shit down in the chat. Put that shit in the chat. We're gonna work on whatever the fuck y'all got going on, whatever the hell business you got. We need to start hearing about it, okay? We need to start making these changes ourselves. Whatever the hell business you got, put that shit in the chat. Put that shit in the chat, man. If you got a business, put it in the chat. I don't care if it's a side. I don't care if you sell lip balm. I don't care if you sell fucking lip balm. I don't care if you sell pantyhose. Put that shit in there. I want to hear your business, man. Let everybody know what business you got going on. I don't care. Like, let everybody, if you have a business, if you have a hustle, a side hustle, and you strap for cash and everything like that, man, let us know what you got going on so we can help each other out. This is how fucking things happen, man. This is what I'm talking about. Don't be afraid. Don't be coy. Don't be coy. Let's get in on this, man, and let's start supporting each other. That's how fucking shit works, man. We need to start supporting each other. If you have a business. If you don't have a business, well, I'm just popping off at the gums right now. I just sound like an idiot. That's all. So I'll take the L for that if I do. But if you do have a business, right? Okay, Maria Walker, well, what's the name of your business if you paint and you jewelerize? Oh, you own nothing, Jono Edwards. You funny. Okay, you make trades. All right. Okay. Well, if you got a business out there, man, if you're making a hustle and you trying to get people in on your stuff and you need some support, well, put your shit in here, man. Put your shit in here, get your shit out there so we can start supporting one another. Okay? I'm like, I love getting on and cutting it up with you, man, but we have to see. There we go. Listen. Ida Hill, listen, she's the real deal, right? So if you want to get in on some good stuff, hit up Ida Hill. Ida, you need to put your link down, sweetie. All right? And you need to get your stuff out there because you make good stuff all the time, man. And I've been telling you, I'm like, hey, man, don't waste that talent. If you've got the talent and the people could use it, put it out there. You know what I'm saying? You guys support me, man. Y'all come out here every weekend or every week, excuse me, and y'all support me. And I really appreciate you guys for it. But while I'm here, I can't waste your time either. I have to benefit you to some degree. Even though I talk shit and I make the voices and everything, I have to make sure that it is worth your while. So if you have something to support each other, I would love for you to put it out there because I want us to support each other if we can help it. You know what I'm saying? Use this platform, get your shit out there. Sean Alki. Man, I hope you ain't running like a whole house or something like that, Sean Alki. Sean Alki's a damn pimp out this motherfucker. I can't advertise my business on YouTube. He's like, maybe the yellow pages. Not on no YouTube. Sean Alki. And there we go. Okay, there we go. Hey, Alan Nordstrom. All right, so Alan Nordstrom, I think you're out of Montana, if I'm correct. Oh, Sean Alki's like, hey, man, I quit pimping back in damn 1988. After Dukakis threatened to come into office, I quit pimping. I saw Dukakis was on his way in. I said, oh, damn. It's time for me. I have to put that shit away. Okay, so Alan Nordstrom is out of Bozeman. No relation to Black Panther. But he's in Bozeman, Montana. So he does tinting. So if you need any tinting done, Alan Bozeman's your man. Alan Nordstrom is your man out of Bozeman, Montana. Yes. Yes. Ida Hill. There she is, man, making it happen, making it work. People, man, look, here's the thing, man. You guys, and Alan Nordstrom also sells. He sells bongs. And hey, so if you need that glass pipe to suck on, Alan Nordstrom got you. I don't know if you sell graphics bongs, but those are the real high-end ones. I know that. So maybe you got something, you know what I'm saying, for the people that maybe they got a knockoff brand, a Temu brand bong. You know what I'm saying? Made of waffle cones or something. You know, a Temu brand bong. Window tint and clear. And a clear bra next door. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, so here's the thing, y'all. All in all, I'm saying all that because I want you guys to understand that we're all together as a unit. You are resourceful, and we always have something to bring to the table. You understand what I'm saying? It's not just me and my show sitting here talking shit, making fun of people sometimes, and doing this and doing that, entertaining. But you guys have something to bring to us. You guys have something that we can use. Like use this time, use me, and be like, hey, let me put this link in here. Man, I'll be more than happy to fucking talk about your shit. Let me see it. I'll be more than happy to put your shit out there on the street, man. Because I want us to support each other. And I want us to show the rest of this world how to get shit done. If we could get shit done, let's get some shit done, man. If we could get some shit done, let's get some shit done. I know I sound crazy. That's all right. I don't care, man. I know I sound crazy. That's fine. Somebody walks dogs out, this motherfuckers. Somebody walks dogs. Somebody has a dog walking business. I know somebody fixes stuff. Somebody welds. Somebody writes really well and is good at teaching people and probably has an empty ass house and is really good with kids. Like put your use out there. Put your skills out there to the test, man, because we want it. Here's the thing, man. You don't know what somebody else needs until you put it out there. Put that shit out there. I brew alcohol, y'all. I brew beer. Yes, I brew beer and I brew wine. And it's good as hell, too. I brew beer, and actually the wine that I brew is mead. I brew mead. A very good mead, actually. And I make bread as well. I know. My bad, Luke. My bad, Luke. I know. I'm just trying to put that out there, bro. Okay, so Riley Studios. You have an LLC, a slew DBAs, Riley Studios, positivity training, virtual record store, manliness training, Riley's exotic. Hey, Riley, man, listen, man, put your shit out here, bro. Put your link in this description. Put your links in the chat, bro. Put your link in here. Put your link in here. Riley Studios, put your link in here, man. So if you guys are about y'all's business, put your stuff in here, man. I'd really like to promote you. I want to get you guys seen, man. I want to get you guys working with each other. Hell, man, we're human beings, y'all, and we need stuff. If you sell toilet paper, well, I got an asshole and I take a shit from time to time. I need it wiped. I might want to buy some of your toilet paper. Well, hopefully it's got a good moisturizer because I got hemorrhoids. So real talk. So hopefully it's a good moisturizer in it, man. It could take care of my freaking coconut back there, man. Know what I'm saying? So shit, I know I'm out there putting the business out there, man, but you know, gotta take care of my stuff. Regular newspaper ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Anyway. Getting that off my chest. Yes. Yes, of course. Just the other day, I was on Stu Peters' show, and we have Jaron and Witsit. Okay. Jaron and Witsit. Okay. Yeah, man. If you don't take care of that coconut right, you know, with hemorrhoids, man, yeah, you're gonna have problems, man. You're gonna have problems. Yep. I got my hemorrhoids when I was in SEER school. Yeah, man. Booty hole never been the same since. That's what happens when you lack water and food for a long time. Alan Nordstrom. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry to be talking about my back end parts, y'all, but hey, that's a matter of life. You know, hemorrhoids happen sometimes. There it is, y'all. There goes Alan Nordstrom's stuff. What I'm gonna do, Alan Nordstrom, right? I'm gonna do you a solid, and then I am going to post that. I'm gonna post that at the top, okay? Alan Nordstrom. I'm gonna do that. Okay. So let's post that. Alan Nordstrom's joint at the top. Boom. There it is. Yeah, man, I need to bite it. I need to bite it. Real talk. I could use a bite it. I know bidet. I know what it means. I just call it a bite it just to play around. But yeah, I could definitely use one. Yeah. Hey, Ida Hill, get that website together, sister. Get that website together so we can all have what it is that you're putting down. You understand? Yeah, hemorrhoids are a pain in the booty, man. Pain in the booty hole, real talk. Yeah. So right there, I put Alan Nordstrom's link right to his other channel at the top. Okay. Let's get this ball rolling, y'all. We're gonna be here and I'm gonna waste y'all's time. I'm gonna use it to our advantage as well, right? And we're gonna support each other while we're here too. Because I don't wanna just take up y'all's time for no good reason, man. While we're here, I want to make sure that we're getting something out of this. Okay. So there's Alan Nordstrom's stuff right there at the top. Make sure to support Prove Harvester, right? That's his other channel right there. Support it, y'all. Man, Brian, man, you guys are the ones that are awesome. You guys come in here week in, week out supporting me. I appreciate y'all. Real talk. This is the least I could do. This is the least that I could do. Okay. Salute. Yeah. So also, I don't know if you guys see PJ Cruikshanks. Make sure to check out PJ Cruikshanks' channel. He is a newer channel that I've been getting into, and oftentimes he has like a panel discussing this, daily, usually discussing the true worth. He should be on here in the next few hours. PJ Cruikshank. You guys know who PJ is. He's the British dude. He always got a cigarette in his hand. Look like he remind me of the dude from the X-Files, the old dude that's always going after Mulder.
Mulder and Scully, you understand that aliens aren't real, right?
Here's a little cigarette pencil that I got when I was out in Japan. They had these things, they're like this long, and then you just sharpen it. A little cigarette pencil. American people make me so upset. Silly Americans, eh? Zut alors. Just kidding. That's my silly Frenchman impression. So, yeah, brother, anytime, man. Anytime. And Flatsoid, yes, he's another one. It's either cosmology or cosmology. One of the two. It cannot be both. Okay? Does that make sense? Yes. So yeah, Flatsoid is amazing, man. I love his channel. That's another one, man. He's another one that helped me out a great deal. Flatsoid, there's a whole bunch of them. PJ Cruikshank, Flatsoid, Roger Ledwell. Roger's here from time to time. Roger, is there anything you need to say? Everyone, welcome Roger. Iron, hello, Iron. It's either cosmology or cosmogony, yes? I'm saying. Flats be coming in there. I'm saying, and I was on speaking of making fun of people, I was on Bro Sanchez's channel the other day. All right. I was on Bro Sanchez's channel, and that was like, I was happy to be on there. And we were talking about, they were talking about, Brother Sanchez, Egypt is not even a tropical country. And then I was like, actually, it is a tropical country. And so I was like, let's make that correction. Let's just talk about it. And so I got on his joint, right? I got on Bro Sanchez's shit. And then I was like, hey, Bro Sanchez. He's like, hey, Vladimir, how you doing, brother? You're gonna have to unmute your mic. Unmute your mic, brother. There you go, man. How you doing, brother? I was like, hey, Bro Sanchez, man, how you doing, man? All right, man. Yeah, man. Hey, thanks for having me on here, man. I really stuff. Hey, man, it's not a problem, brother, man. I was like, yeah, man. I heard him say that Egypt is not a tropical country, but I wanted to say that it actually is, because it sits there on the Tropic of Cancer. So it's a tropical country. If not all of it, because a lot of it is arid, then some of it because, yeah. He's like, how you look, bro? Listen, brother. All right, look, man. How you gonna say that it's a tropical country? Because ain't nowhere else in this world are you gonna get a camel. You know what I'm saying? You can't have a camel nowhere else except for these places where there ain't no water. I was like, oh man, I was like, no, like, no, but I'm not done. I was like, see, and because we were getting into, I said, we're talking about where Atlantis is and everything else. And then I was like, oh, so how I was like, we're taught or we're being told. And this is what I said, right? Just so I'm not saying, hey, this is what it is, because I know, because I don't know. A lot of this stuff I don't truly know, but this is what we're taught. And so this is the point that I'm trying to get across to Bro Sanchez. And I was like, so Bro Sanchez, so we're told that Atlantis is in Mauritania, the Eye of the Sahara. And they say that he's like, oh, okay, man. Time out, man. Time out, bro. What you saying is that you don't know, because what you coming at me with is a story, bruh. All right? Because what it sounds like to me, man, is that you don't know what the hell you talking about when you say they said. All right? So who the hell am I going to believe? Right? a group of people that's been lying to me the whole time, or my friend. Okay. And then I was like, well, I mean, it's not about what you think it is, Vladimir. Okay. Listen to me, man. No. Listen to me, man. Okay. And I was like, oh, man. So Bruce Sanchez Bruce Sanchez was like, okay, man, I'm going to let you talk. Okay. I was like, so, okay, check this out. Okay. So what I was getting ready to say, Bro Sanchez, was much to what you said. Yes, correct. But we don't know because I've never been there. But what they were teaching us, okay, man. So this is what I'm talking about. And man, Bro Sanchez would not. I love Bro Sanchez's shit. I'm not talking bad about you, Bro Sanchez, not at all. And I'd love to have you on my channel. You know what I'm saying? But he wouldn't let me. Bro Sanchez wouldn't let me finish, bro. Bro Sanchez would not let me finish. Bro Sanchez wasn't having none of what I was saying. That's why I'm trying to tell you, man. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all, man. So what you should be saying is thank you, bro Sanchez, instead of cutting me off, man. I was like, okay, all right, okay. You win, dog. I lose. Damn, bro Sanchez, damn. So that was Bro Sanchez getting on me. That dude did not, he wasn't having none of it, let me tell you. Bro Sanchez wasn't having none of it. Yeah, Bro Sanchez. Bro Sanchez was like, it ain't about that, man. It's about magnetism. I was like, but Bro Sanchez, you know, ring magnets are man-made. But that's not, he put on mute immediately. But I know ring magnets are man-made, man. Don't talk when I'm talking. I was like, damn, bro. Okay. All right. And I just sat there. He unmuted me, and I was like, I just let him talk. I just let him go. I was like, he on a roll, man. I was like, I like the brother, but I was like, oh, come on, man. You got to let me say something. But that was Bro Sanchez, yo. That was my first encounter with him. I hope he comes on here one of these days. The channel grow a little bit bigger, and then he ain't got shit to do. Then he just drops in, and I heard you talking shit about me, man. You need to let me finish talking, bruh, and stop making fun of me, man. Oh, God bless Bro Sanchez, man. I like that dude, man. Oh, so he was he was talking about magnetism. And if you look, Saturn got rings. They got rings, right? And just like the Lord of the Rings, if you look how many rings they of a magnet, Lord of the Rings, onion rings. Sonic the Hedgehog got rings too, man. I'm trying to tell you, bruh. You should say thank you, Bro Sanchez. I was like, thank you, man, for Sonic and onion rings. I appreciate that. Stop. So the topic was, it was a smorgasbord of things. I was just talking about how I was like, yo, Egypt is a tropical. I was like, some of Egypt that Egypt is not a tropical country. And I was like, no, it is. It is. But then that dude wasn't letting it go, man. They got on my helmet, man. I give him that. And you know what? I wasn't going to sit there and argue. I wasn't going to sit there and interrupt them and get the signature move. That motherfucker would have come out like damn you don't cut me off, man. It's like, okay, man, okay, you got it, bro. Bro Sanchez. God bless him though, man. He's a good dude. Onion rings, Lord of the Rings, ring around the collar. Because if you look at your shirt, it got them rings on it because your neck dirty, man. You should say thank you, Bro Sanchez. I clean my neck. Let me stop, man. I'm fucking with that dude. He's a good dude, though, man. He's a good dude. And yeah, he's got a strong following for a reason, man. I like a lot of his stuff. A lot of his stuff is good. But damn, dude, that dude he didn't give me no quarter. And I was like, ah, but I like him. Especially when he's got that channel and then he was putting that truth out there that needed to be said. You know what I'm saying? With Jaren and all them. Which I'm not going to sit there and talk shit about Jaren and all them. It's not at all what I'm going to hear to do, man. And that's another thing, y'all. I don't want y'all taking away from how things were the last few weeks when I was getting on his helmet about how things were turning out between him and a couple of other true earthers, Jaren and them. Not trying to bring disrespect to anybody's table, right? I just want these guys to discuss it because I think that our true earth, flat earth is exclusive, right? And I think that we should learn to work together, whether we agree or disagree. We all are united in one front. You understand what I'm saying? And we all agree that the earth is a certain way. And I think that's a beginning. That's a good beginning to have. And we don't have to agree on everything. We don't have to agree on anything. What I think is interesting is something that we've been seeing a lot of. And that's if you don't know, if you're new to this, but that's the sunflowers. The sunflowers are facing away from the sun. Like this is something that's actually happening. Like I can't believe it. There's a name for what sunflowers are. There was one of those farmers on YouTube that mentioned that sunflowers have a property. They're called heliotropic. I would say heliotropic. That's probably the wrong word, but they're helio something sunflowers, right? And with them being helio something, they are attracted to the sun and the sun's rays. So everywhere the sun is, they basically move in conjunction with the sun. Okay. These sunflowers haven't been doing that. That's crazy. That's crazy, crazy, crazy. And I'm like, wow, this is something that, again, our politicians do not address. They don't talk about it. So my thing is, when these motherfuckers don't talk about it like that, why are we giving them our attention? They don't want to pay attention to the things that we know are important. Sunflowers. Well, hello. If sunflowers aren't getting baked right, then we're not going to have David sunflower seeds. For all you baseball players out there, you guys will be crying at the mound trying to throw a pitch and you can't have no sunflower seeds. But all jokes aside, but this is stuff that they're not talking about, right? So I think, like, to a degree, like they don't deserve our attention. We know these things are important. There's a reason why these plants are turning their face away from the sun. Like, don't make no sense, right? I'm not saying that that's the reason that it's a fake sun. Like, I have no idea what's going on. Like the world these days is so strange that whatever we hear, we need to sit back and take time to digest it because it could very well be the truth. A lot of the strange stuff we're hearing these days could very well be the truth. So we need to take a step back, sit down, breathe, and digest what it is we're hearing. Tropic would be turning. I don't understand. Let's see. Let's see, shall we? Let's see what that is. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys. Thank you, Alan. Alan North, and drop that in there for us, brother. Thank you, man. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. So I'm going to share this with you guys. Alan Nordstrom, thank you to him. I'm going to go ahead actually first, and then I'm going to pin this at the top. So Alan, that's 8 guys. I'm going to give it another 5 minutes. Make sure you get on Alan Nordstrom's other channel, sub to that, and show this dude some love. Right there's his other channel pinned at the top. So before I even get into that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play it. Present, share screen. There it is. Boom. Out, y'all.
Here's a sunflower video. Now, the way it's pointing over there, the sun never is there. The sun comes up over here, and as you can see right now, the sun is right there.
Get it.
Which is exactly the back of the sunflower. Crazy. All right, everybody. Here's the sunflower.
Huh. And what's crazy about it also is that you see these suns look like they taking an ass whooping, man. These flowers down here, them shits is all droopy all down and shit. They look like they taking an ass whooping. Like they really ain't getting no sun. And so, like nobody's, and what I find crazy also, that's a good point, Maria Walker. Like nobody's paying attention to it. And what I mean by nobody's paying attention to it is that we're paying attention to it, but nobody else is paying attention to it. Nobody else is paying that thing any mind. So I'm waiting for something like Reuters to be like, there is a fake sun in the sky. Fact or fiction? Fiction. You know what I'm saying? It's actually a lie. The real thing is that, you know, heliotrope, they'll come up with some bullshit science. You know how they always do. You know the bullshit that they come out with. And so I could see them doing that here for this fucking these flowers turning their back to the sun. Just looking at the low moon, I assume it's in one of the wintry signs. I noticed that there's big black soot all over these tools in the backyard, and it looks like black mold. Black mold. They've been spraying black, stringy, creepy looking stuff lately. Spraying where? In the air? Or just on crops, on the grass and stuff? Sagittarius. Heliotrope, that's it. No. Is an herb too, right? Well, it's heliotropic, helios something, right? That's the property of plants turning, or I guess you could say flowers specifically, turning their face towards the moving sun, right? Everywhere the sun goes, it turns towards it. That's why it's got the name sunflower. I thought it was because it looked like the coronas of the sun, the outside, you know, the petals and stuff. But I learned something new all the time. Matt Garland, yeah, saying that it's reportedly that it's 50 degrees warmer in Antarctica lately. Yes, I remember him saying that. He was on the phone talking with somebody about that, right? In the air tonight. Ida Hill's back. Hey y'all, I'm back, y'all. Ida Hill got that. She got that that website going, right? She's gonna have to get that website bumping. I'd love to see it. Love to see it. Maria, the moon must be pretty southward right now, considering its low position here up north. Yep, it's in Sagittarius's sign. The moon is in Sagittarius. When the moon is in Sagittarius, this is the dawning of the age of Sagittarius. The age of Sagittarius. Just kidding. Womp, womp, womp. Alan, I'm going to sub too. Heliotropium is an herb. Look, Maria Walker over there corrected my English, man. I know I messed it up, Maria Walker. It was spreading. He was speaking with Duffy when he said that. Duffy, man. Oh, I really tried to give that man a benefit of the doubt. I really did. Well, my thing is, I'm thinking about this, man. Dude, what kind of legacy you gonna leave behind for your kids, bro? You want to talk all that shit bad about flat earth and do all these things, but all these lies, man, they're gonna catch up with a motherfucker. They are going to catch up with a motherfucker, man. What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind, Will Duffy? What kind of legacy? Sagittarius, the age of Sagittarius. Do y'all realize yet how the signs correlate with north-south position? Never thought about that. Riley Studios says, do y'all realize yet how signs correlate with north-south positions? Yes? Juno Edwards, the archer. Is it cosmology or cosmogony? Which one is it? It can't be both. And Luca be getting on there.
Actually, it can, but wait. What if it can? It can be both. Yes, it can be both.
And I was like, Luca, man, you know you lying, man. Come on, man.
No, it can be both.
Shit. So yeah, man. Yeah, Duffy, he's I don't know. For you to be making those things up like that, somebody must got a gun to your head or something. Yeah, Duffy. Poor Will Duffy, man. One day he'll see one day. I pray he does. Bring Luca up. Luca out there, man. Luke, yeah, Luke. Yeah, he does. He does. Luke, you do. I'm like, dang, man, we should have a show of fake. We should, yeah, I think you mentioned it or somebody mentioned it. We should have a show of fake guys. Like, I'd be Flats, you could be Luca, somebody else could be somebody else, and just a panel of a bunch of fake people going back and forth. Yeah, I love it. Wascally Wabbit. Ah. Yeah, he does. You do. I'm gonna give you that. You do. Yeah, man. Shit. That's another thing. They don't play Looney Tunes no more. I remember they used to play Looney Tunes. Oh man, they used to play that thing like clockwork. Now that's another cartoon we ain't getting no more. Yeah, right. Sob over there. When he gets baked. Right? Show the world that it's a ball. Yeah. Oh man, y'all. What a night. What a night. Usually we be going hard in the paint. We be going hard in the paint. Yes, y'all. Oh, another thing, y'all. In a I've set myself up. In case you guys don't know, I'm going to Cali. And I'm going to visit the Urbano Monte map in Stanford, California, or University of Stanford University, whatever. So I'm going to go visit. I'm going to go see it. It's in Palo Alto, or no, yeah, it's by Palo Alto in California. And I'm going to go see this thing. And so I'm going to get eyes up close, personal around the map. I get to see it. And this is all for research purposes, obviously, but I'm looking to bring back some information to you guys. I don't know what you guys want. If you guys want me to do something while I'm there, I'll kiss it if I can. I don't know. Whatever I could do, let me know. But I have a list of things that I'm looking for myself. Not going to mention any of them as of yet, but I'm gonna be looking hard. I'm gonna be looking hard. I am. So I got with those guys, and yeah, they're really looking forward to me going. Like, you have to go through a process to look at the map, and I think it's definitely worth it. You know what I'm saying? So I guess you could say I got lucky. I wouldn't say it's luck. I'm getting to go see the map. I'm getting to go see the map. Okay, up close and personal. So yeah, up close and personal. So I think it's going to be an exciting time. So this is my thing. I hope to see more maps than that. I mean, the Library of Congress has stuff, but I'm sure there's bigger, better stuff out there than that. That's that we can discuss on the channel, that we can break down and figure out. But like Urbano Montes is like it. That is like the dang golden standard when it comes to those crazy things. You know what I'm saying? That is like the golden standard of maps. The map of map. That's what a map should be, a world map. And I like that thing. I think we all. Yep. Can't wait. I can't wait. And yeah, Greg B says that he's right over the water, right over the bay from San Francisco. Yeah. The map collection is open to the public. It is. You just have to fill out like a bunch of these forms and get on the thing. And it is. I'm not nobody. Listen, yes, it's available to the public. I ain't nobody special. So you could definitely go out there and see it. It's just a matter of going out there to see it, really. That's all it is. And you have to arrange. They arrange for a time for you to go see it too. It's not like it's just like, oh man, let me just get my hands on this and then look at it and then spill soup all over it. You know what I'm saying? Like they have people monitoring you in there. Do you need anything else, sir? You know, and then after your time is up, like you're done. You're done. And they only do it on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, or Tuesdays and Thursdays, something like that. So yeah, so they have a time in which they do it. They have a time during the time of the week to when they present or let you take a look at the map, right? And they bring you everything. They bring the works out, and they let you do what you do. And so I've got a few things in mind that I would like to do with those maps. And yeah, this is going to be fun. This is going to be amazing. This is going to be an opportunity of a lifetime. And I really look forward to it. I really look forward to it. Yep. So I think you guys are going to enjoy. At least I pray that I bring stuff back that I could give to you guys too. You know what I'm saying? And not go over there and waste my time and waste y'all's time. So when I get out there, it's going to be a learning and an educational experience and something that I could bring back to the family. You know what I'm saying? Something that I could bring back to y'all. But there are maps out there, man. I know that there are good maps out there that could tell us a lot more about this place that we live on. And those things definitely require some discovery. They definitely do. Yes, they do. But family, the night is sultry. Family, the night is getting long in the tooth, and I have got to get my dark, big-nosed behind brushed teeth brushed, and then I gotta go sleep. I gotta go to sleep. Gotta be up. I gotta be up here in the next, what time is it? Yeah, I gotta be up in like 4 hours, 5 hours, some shit like that. It is what it is, y'all. Family, that's it. That's all I got for the night. That's all I got for the night. But I really appreciate y'all doing Wednesday with me. I know we don't do Wednesdays, but appreciate y'all doing it with me anyway. But this Friday, what about Friday? Do y'all want to do it again? We're going to have Friday again. Y'all want to do Friday again? Y'all want Friday? Yeah. Flat Earth Friday? This Friday? What's up? Talk to me, eh? Talk to me. I am Wilson's here. Hey, I am Wilson. It's good to see you. It's good to see I am Wilson. Family, if you guys want to do Flat Earth Friday, baby, I'm here. And I ain't going to be ranting, popping my gums like that. But, here's the thing. I presented to you guys. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I presented to you guys. Hold on. I presented to you guys to have you here it is. So here's the thing, y'all. I am so serious about this Antikythera mechanism. Okay. If you guys want to get in, here it is. Do you guys want in? Do you guys want in? Let me know. Say yes, yay or nay. Say yes or no if you want in. Give me a second. I shall be right back after these. I'll be right back. Give me a little bit. Yes or no if you guys want in. Give me a yes or a no if you guys want in, and I will make your dreams come true. I swear. Give me a second. All right, family. I'm back. So let's see. Do you guys want in? Do you guys want in? Let me know. Let me know yes, yay, or nay. Roger Ledwell, what's going on, family? So, all right. So this is for the Antikythera mechanism. Do you guys want in? Let me know. I am going to drop this link if you want in. And guys, don't forget, Roger Ledwell, make sure to sub to Roger Ledwell's channel. Roger, good evening, Roger. Roger Ledwell, yes. Roger Ledwell, yes. Be sure to sub to him. He's got an amazing channel. Yes, Roger Ledwell. Okay, so I am going to go ahead. You bet, brother. I'm going to go ahead. There it is. Thank you, Maria. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to drop this in the description box. No, it's not going to be in the description box. I'm going to drop this in the chat. You guys ready? Here it is, family. Here it is. Join. Come on in. Let's change shit. Come on in. Let's change it. Going once, going twice, and it's coming. It's coming. Bam. There it is, family. There it is, family. There it is. You guys join. Join. Make sure you sub to Roger's channel, number one, first and foremost. And then that I dropped in there is to the building of the Antikythera mechanism. Let's build this motherfucker, y'all. No more games, no more games. Let's make this shit happen, y'all. No more games, family. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Riley Studios. You know what it is, bro. Let's get in there, family. Yeah. Let's make it happen, y'all. There we go. Maria Walker. Maria's in there. What's up? What's up, family? Get y'all. Get in there, y'all. Come on now. Let's seal the deal on this thing, y'all. Come on now. There we go. And don't forget Roger neither, y'all. Roger's channel's right up there, y'all. Make sure y'all get in on there. Get in on Roger's joint. Roger's is posted right before mine's. Get in there, family. Don't be coy. Mm. All right. Y'all get on in there. Don't be afraid. Get in there. Let's put this thing together. And we already have some stuff in the works to get it already built, so that y'all ain't even got to worry about. We're just getting our team together to make it happen and to present it. That's all. But we already have that other stuff into play. That's for sure. So Vika's involved with this, and Vika, when it comes to these projects, he's not playing. Neither am I. So we've got good leadership in or we've got good people in charge of this thing, making sure that this thing is happening. So while some of us sleep, other folks are out there working, making sure that it's happening. Okay. Oh, if you got Telegram already, yeah, you should be straight. What we got? Get in there, y'all. Y'all see what it is. Y'all got Telegram? That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Love to see y'all in there. I'd love to see y'all in there. Get on in there. Let's get this thing taken care of. You know? Let's get this thing taken care of. Let's make sure that we have folks in there that are going to make sure that this thing's going to get done, right? Everybody has a part to play. Don't be coy. Everybody has a part to play. Everybody does. Not one person is more important than the next. This is real, y'all. This is real. So, family, that's all I got for today. Yes, Riley Studios, man, jump in, bro. You know you want to, bro. Jump on in, bro. Hold on. And if you hadn't subbed to Roger Ledwells, make sure you sub to Roger Ledwell, y'all. Jump in there, y'all. Riley Studios, make sure you jump on in there, man. Get in there, y'all. Let's get this together. Telegram is required, yes. Yes, Telegram is required. This is for Telegram, family. This is for Telegram, family. Yes. There we go. That's the wiki on the Antikythera. Oh, and if you're gonna look for the Antikythera, go through our the True Earth wiki. Go through the True Earth wiki. You know what I'm saying? We have listen, we have these things available for us. We've got good people that put these things together for us, right? No Longer on the Ball went ahead and put this amazing tool together for us. And if you don't know, and if you ain't got it, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to supply it. Okay? There it is. Boom. That's the True Earth Wiki. The Antikythera should be in there. And if it's not, let's make sure it gets in there. But either way, it's in there. At 11:45 in the morning? Okay, I'll probably check you out, Roger. Yes, yes. Riley Studios, yes. The answer is yes. Yes. We're going to build it. Yes, yes. That is the goal. We're going to build a couple of... Okay, I'm not going to spill too many of the beans, but yes, the answer is yes. Yes. And then it's not just building it, but there are a couple of benefits involved too. I don't necessarily want to talk about it here. I do not want to talk about it here. Okay. This is something special and we should be proud because this is something that us as a community we're putting together. And this isn't a joke either. And it's not going to be a failed anything. This is something that we could do. Do a demo now. Couldn't work it out how to use it. No, I can't do a demo because I don't have one myself, but we're building it. It's being built. It's being built. Yes. Yes. We're basically, yes, it's being built. We have a team. Yes. Or rather, we're putting our team, the core of our team together. So if you're about it and you're serious, we need the serious ones. But we already have stuff in play for it to be built. That nobody has to worry about. But every step of the way, we're going to get the news, provided that you become part of our team. Yep. Hey, Riley, man, get in where you fit in, brother. Be more than happy to have you. Anybody else? We've got a couple of beautiful people in here already. Get in where you fit in. You get in and then, hey, Maria Walker, whatever. You get in where you fit in. Everybody has a part to play. If you go to the link, I'm sure you just download Telegram. Everybody has a part to play. Don't be shy. Everybody has a part to play. Do not be coy. Do not be coy. Everybody has a part to play. Everybody has a part to play, y'all. So don't be shy about it. Luke, Luke 2343. Luke, what do you mean a demo? A demo as in what? Because I'm making assumptions thinking you're talking about the mechanism itself. We have demonstrations how it works on the channel, and we'll be more than happy to show you on the channel. But I don't think we're going to present anything here on YouTube. But join, come in with the team, get in where you fit in. Everything else will fall into place. Everything else will fall into place. All hands on deck. All hands are needed. Mechad bitches. Pretty much. Something along those lines, yes. Yes. And it's a critical mariners tool as well. And it helps predict where stuff is going to be. It helps predict. I mean, almost sounds like an astrolab, but just better. Just better. Yeah. So get in where you fit in. Don't be coy. Don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid. Just join. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be here for you. It's here for you. And I'd love for you guys to get in. You know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all missing out. And I want y'all to be part of it. Shit, man. This is the first time that I've really spoken this hard about it. I've spoken about it in the past before, but not this much. You know what I'm saying? Not this much. I really want people that I want to burn this time with. I'd like to burn it with you guys. You know what I'm saying? So as I burn it with you guys, we're going to learn a lot about this thing. Yeah. No, you just I think you could follow the link and then the link will take you to downloading Telegram. Buffalo. And man, shout out to James Earl Jones family. James Earl so many different roles. And he's one with the Matrix now. Yep. He's passed and a couple of people passed, man. This has been a weird year. A lot of people gone, man. Shannon Doherty, Shelley Duvall, Richard Simmons, damn Frankie Beverly. Man, everybody going, man. It's been a crazy year. Crazy year. Dick Cheney, I give him 2 more years. I give Dick Cheney 2026. He will die. He will. Yeah. Had some browser issues. I got it working now. Yay. Luke. All right, brother. All right, brother, man. Welcome, man. Welcome. Yeah. Come on in, man. Come on in. Say what's up. I'm saying. Love to have you. No way, not Richard. He was funny. Yeah, man. Richard Simmons is gone, Jono. He's gone. Shannon Doherty of 90210 fame. Brenda Walsh. She's gone, bro. She's gone. Nah, man. Richard Simmons is gone, man. Yeah. Yo, I remember as a kid, I would watch Richard Simmons and I was confused. Like he would confuse me. Like I see him getting up and like dancing and like, and I was looking, I was like, what the I didn't understand. Like I did not like him. He always confused me. Richard Simmons always confused me as a kid growing up. I just didn't get it. I couldn't put it. Richard Simmons confused me. Grace Jones, she confused me. And we had this record of Grace Jones. Grace Jones was a Bond chick, black chick, and she had a box cut. I remember we had a record of Grace Jones, and she had a flat top. And I was looking at the record on my parents' little big old record player RCA joint, and I'm like, my parents is like, "What are you afraid for? That's Grace Jones." And I'm like, "Who?" They're like, "That's Grace Jones." I was like, "Is that a boy or a girl?" They're like, "Grace Jones is a girl." I said, "What are y'all telling me?" I said, "That's not a girl." I said, "That's not a girl, man." Like, she scared the hell out of me. She had these big shoulder pads, a suit, little box cut, I'm saying. And then she had that brow, that like a mandrill. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ever seen them? All right, I'm not even going to say, I'm not even going to say the rest of that. But she had that brow. She would be like, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, anytime I see Grace Jones, man, I was terrified as a kid. Yeah, I was terrified. Yeah, Grace Jones. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, Luke. Yeah. Slave to the rhythm. Yeah, man. Yep. Grace Jones. So yeah, Jono Edwards, man, you know your music. Grace Jones. A lot of people dug Grace Jones, though, man. Real talk. If you don't remember Grace Jones, she was in Boomerang. She was like, "This is the essence of sex." And then she put her panties in the dude's nose, the doctor's nose. She was Strange. 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 That was Grace Jones. Yeah, that was Grace Jones, man. She was a Bond chick. If you don't remember, I think A View to a Kill she was in with Roger Moore. She was in that one. Yeah. Grace Jones. So yeah, she would scare the shit out of me, man. Milton Teagle. No wonder he went by Milton Teagle. Battleship, an electronic battleship by Milton Bradley. Remember them commercials on WWF? Anytime WWF came on, they used to play, "You sank my battleship." Battleship, an electronic battleship by Milton Bradley. Yeah. Just, man, look at the signs. Yeah, man. Grace Jones. And then she was in Conan. She was in Conan the Barbarian. She had that stick. She had the javelin, man, throwing that shit at people. And I was like, I said, man, Grace Jones, y'all. Yeah, man, I remember her. And she used to scare the shit out of me, man. But her and Richard Simmons would just confuse me. Anytime I saw them, I didn't like what I saw. I just didn't know. My parents was like, "What's wrong with you, man?" They used to annoy the hell out of my damn parents, man. They'd be like, "What's wrong with you? It's a damn dude in a Apollo Creed short pants and a shirt and a bra with a hairy chest and an afro, long hair afro thing, and a gold chain. Sound like a woman, act like a dude. Weird." And then I was like, yo, Richard Simmons used to confuse me, man. I said, yo, what's his problem? He would be on Good Morning America, and he would be on some show with Regis Philbin. And he'd be over there like this, like what? And Regis Philbin was like, And it was weird, man. It was a weird time in the 80s. I'm saying he would be on with Regis Philbin, and then he'd be on like the Gary Carter show. He'd be on a Gary Carter show. He'd be on Regis Philbin. And I was like, God, what is his problem? And then I'd see him on the Love Boat. So everywhere I turned, Richard Simmons' face was there. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, man, somebody got to put a stop to this dude, man. Yeah, he'd be going around, come on, girls. And I was like, man, why can't he just take it easy? Can he just take it easy? Can he just relax for a little bit? Yeah, man. Yeah, and yeah, Richard was everywhere you turn, and sweating to the oldies and this one and that one. Yeah, like he was seriously a big staple in the 80s. He was a big staple in the 80s. Yeah, Richard. Well, Richard. Apparently, Richard got married, man. Richard got married. Yeah. Richard got married. And then I don't know, man. He just disappeared for a while. He disappeared for a while, and then he came up like 2 years ago. And Richard, his voice was like, yeah, man. So I just been hanging out in the cut, like, yeah, Richard, what happened to that voice, bruh? Them little short, them poom poom shorts you used to wear. You used to wear them little poom poom shorts and shit, running around all skimpy, them little tiny ass shorts and shit. Chest hairy, just like, I don't know, man. And dudes used to give Richard. I think it was David Letterman that used to give him problems all the time the most. David Letterman always used to give Richard Simmons all the problems, man. It was him always giving Richard Simmons all the problems. Flamboyant? Man, flamboyant as hell. Flamboyant as hell. Yep. Dolphin shorts. Yeah. Yeah, Richard Simmons, he never grew old. He just looked the same the whole time. So what's funny is as a kid, you know, my parents used to, in New York, right? We had a radio station called 101 CBS FM. So all you guys that listen to like XM radio, you might know it's me, Cousin Brucey. Come on, let's go. The brand new show with Cousin Brucey. Go. So we used to listen to Cousin Brucey, right? Cousin Brucey. So Cousin Brucey was like the hot thing, right? Even when I was a kid, he was hot because he was like, and here we go with the Beatles with, you know, Can't Buy Me Love. And, you know, he was the thing. And New York had all the premier radio stations, so he was in charge of the oldie station. Well, they started playing, I remember it was like in the 90s, they were playing Air Supply. And I was like, oh man, as a kid, man, I used to love Air Supply, man. I love Air Supply. But here's the thing. When I watched Air Supply on the video, the first time I saw Air Supply on a video, I was like, okay, that's what they're singing. They were like, even the nights are better now that we're here together. Now, here's the thing. Newsflash, y'all. I love Air Supply. I really, really, really like Air Supply, right? As a kid, you know, I used to love Air Supply, right? Here I am, the one that you love, asking for another day. I love Air Supply. I was supposed to go see them in Guam, but then I missed out on that damn show. I missed that damn show because I crossed my fingers hoping we wouldn't get deployed. Ended up getting deployed. But yeah, Air Supply. If you like hokey ass freaking 80s songs, Air Supply is it. So listening to Air Supply, and I saw the lead singer. You'll see what the hell I'm talking about. If you see the old videos from the 80s, you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, the lead singer is a short dude. And I looked at him and I was like, it's fucking Richard Simmons. As a kid, I had a hard time differentiating who's who. I used to think Isaac from the Love Boat was my dad. So every time I would see Isaac from the Love Boat as a kid on TV, I would think, my dad's on TV. How the hell did he do that? Then my dad would come in from work with with like his regular clothes, and then I'd be like, how did you get out of that red tuxedo and you're in those clothes? You were on TV, Dad. And my dad was looking at me like, damn, you stupid. I remember the look on my dad's face every time I was like, Dad, I saw you on TV today. My dad would look at me like worried, like, you know what I'm saying? Just shaking his head. But the same thing happened with Lil Richard. I know Little Richard, good Lord. Good golly, Miss Molly. But Richard Simmons. I thought Richard Simmons was the dude from freaking Air Supply. I thought he was singing those songs and then coming out and doing exercise with the ladies. And I was like, I said, oh my God. I said, what is his problem? And so I had an issue growing up. I just had an issue because I was like, I felt bad because I was like, I love Air Supply, but I don't know how I feel about Richard Simmons. I just have no idea how I feel about Richard Simmons. Like, for a while, I wasn't really liking Richard Simmons because I was like, yo, he sings these great songs, but he changes his name and then he starts working out with these women. Yeah, man, I had problems as a kid, man. I had problems, man, and my parents would back that up 1,000%. My parents would back that up 1,000%. Man, I remember one time we as a kid, I used to love Star Wars, right? My dad took us, me and my brothers, to go see Return of the Jedi. Took us to go see Return of the Jedi. It's 1983, and it was a great time, amazing time. And then one time, you know, my parents, we were at the mall and stuff, and they were like, "Hey, who wants some lifesavers?" I was like, "Oh, I want a lifesaver. Can I have a lifesaver?" You're like, "All right." So this is when Lifesavers candies was big, right? So they get lifesavers, they get the mint kind, and I'm like, all right. They bring the lifesavers, and then they're giving me my brother's lifesavers, and then they gave me a lifesaver. Then I look at this damn candy with the little hole in it, and I was like, the hell is this? It's like, what is this? Now, mind you, y'all, I'm like 4 years old at the time, right? I was like, what is this? And my parents were like, my mom was like, it's a lifesaver. I was like, how's this a lifesaver? She was like, it's the candy that you said you wanted. I was like, no, it's not. She was like, yes, it is. He said, it's no. She's like, these are lifesavers. Okay. These have holes in them. They're mint, they're candy. I said, Luke Skywalker had a lifesaver and Darth Vader had a lifesaver. What are you talking about? That's not the same thing. You know what my dumbass thought it was? I thought she said lightsabers. I thought she said, who wants lightsabers? I thought lifesavers and lightsabers was the same fucking thing as a kid. That's how. Look, man, these are some of my deep, dark secrets, y'all. I'm filling you into how it was in my mind when I was growing up. And I mean, my parents would look at me and just shake their head like, The doctor threw this motherfucker on his head, boy. Yeah. I was like, yeah, man, lifesavers. I was like, I want some lifesavers. And then I saw it. I was like, I thought they were going to be green. I thought one was going to be green and another one was going to be red, like Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. And then they were like, no. They were like, these are lifesavers. I was like, but I want lifesavers. And I was like, Luke got a lifesaver. Darth Vader got a lifesaver. And then they kind of put 2 and 2 together and they were like, damn, this motherfucker, boy. They didn't want to call me stupid to my face, but man, They were like, this young Negro right here, we're gonna have to keep an eye on him. Yep. Yeah, man. Oh, those were the days. Those were the days. But yeah, man, me coming up as a kid, like I remember a lot, right? I remember a lot growing up as a kid, and I remember a lot at a very young age. Um, I grew up. I was born in the 70s, obviously, but I remember everything from the 80s, right? It was mostly the music because my parents were always playing music, and just the records and everything. At the time, they were always playing every Friday. I'll never forget. They were always playing Bob Marley. And yeah, they were always playing Bob Marley. And I remember they were playing the Carpenters too. And I was like, these are all right, you know. So I grew up listening to what my parents listened to. My first Star Wars figure was a Han Solo. My first Star Wars figure was Han Solo. Yep. I got Han Solo, and then as a kid, since it was 1983, and the Ewoks were new, because the Ewoks weren't in the first two ones, right? They weren't in the previous two. So the Ewoks were new. It was Han Solo, the Ewok, Princess Leia, where she had the helmet on when she was, that bounty hunter that had the bomb about to blow up Jabba the Hutt. Yeah. Yeah. And I had the dude with the big freaking wrap around his head. I forgot his name, but I had him too. Yeah. Good times. Yeah, man. I missed the 80s was such a good decade. It was a good decade. 1984 was a really, really good decade. It was an amazing decade, right? And yeah, there was a lot going on in the 80s, man, and it was a good time. It was a good time to be here in the US. C3PO Silver Leg. Yeah. It was like a box. Yes. So it was a small little case. I remember that. Yeah. Check this out. Maria So Yummy. Maria So Yummy. What's that? What is that? Oh, you were born in the 84 was out of the 80s, 1984. I'd hate to say it, was the best year. 1984 in the 80s was the best year, hands down. Hands down, 1984 was an amazing year. So I don't know if you guys watch Stranger Things, but that's going to hit you right in the nostalgia if you check it out. So if you guys watch Stranger Things, if you haven't watched it, I highly recommend it. Check out Stranger Things because that's going to get you. That's going to get you. If you had it's such a good show, and it just gets you right in the 80s, man. Big time. The Los Angeles Olympics. Oh, wow. Yep. Yeah, Mary Lou Retton. 84 was the best year. Bob Hawk surf team. Mary Lou Retton and everything, man. Mary Lou Retton on the Wheaties box. The Go-Go's. We got the beat. We got the beat. We got the beat. Yeah. We got it. I don't know. Anytime people look back at the 80s, like 84 is like when things were just hitting. The music was right. The shows were right. People, yeah, WWF was crazy. I think that was WrestleMania 3, was it? Yeah. Jump from Van Halen. So all the music, everything was just pumping. Everything was fun, man. Everything was fun. I think Gremlins came out a year prior, if I'm not mistaken. Right? So you had a couple of good movies. You had actually not a couple, but you had a bunch of good movies come out in the 80s. You had Tootsie, You had Gremlins. You had Superman 2, Superman 3, right? A bunch of good movies came out in the 80s. And a bunch of good, million great songs came out in the 80s. Everybody knows that. But like the movies and stuff that, E.T., Phone Home, and The Goonies was like 85, I think it was. But the shows, the music, and just everything, man. If there was a year I could relive for the rest of my life, like Groundhog's Day, probably be 1984. 1984 was just, yeah, Thriller. Oh my God. You know what, Luke? Yeah. Ghostbusters. Oh, 84 was, yes. Yeah, it was just like you couldn't beat. There's like 84 was like we were hitting. We were just, everything was perfect. Let me see. Was 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. Wait a minute. So 12, I think 1984. No. I was going to say 1984 is the year of the dragon. No, it's not. No. I think 1984. I don't know what year that is. Oakley Sunny's Blades. What's Blades? Angela's channel. There go Angie's channel, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get on there. But yeah, man. Oh my God. The 80s was just, what a decade. What a decade. From gestation to birth, that was the year you're at. Oh my God. Yeah, man. So you came up in the 90s. So the 90s was good too. The 90s was good too. I was in high school in the 90s, but the 80s, my God, man. Okay, it's the year of the rat. Okay. The year of the rat. So you graduated in 84. Gag you with a spoon. The year of the rat. Wow. Awesome wrestling. 80s had great wrestling. 75. Angela Baby Carson was born in 75. Hey. All right. Okay, you up there with us, Angela Carson. Angela Baby, you up there with us. Okay. Yeah, man. Woof. I know you were loving the 80s then. Angie, I know you were loving the 80s. Yeah, Valley Girl. Oh my God. And them girls, they would have their little hair pointed off to the side and shit. Their hair was done up in a little ponytail on the side. Just oh man. In the 60s. So oh, what? Oh, Angela Maria Walker. Oh. So oh, you were born in 1960, Angela Maria Walker. Yeah. Oh, Angela Baby Carson. What's up? What's up, sis? Man, I used to get my ass whooped a lot as a kid, but everybody got their ass whooped where I was from growing up. We all got the Pat Benatar. Love is a battlefield. I remember that video. That video was weird. All of them dancing and we are young. Heartache to heartache, we stand. Yeah, Sean Alki. Yeah, man. We're brothers, man. I'm 78 as well. Yeah. Pat Benatar. Yeah, man. A Blondie and stuff. But Blondie was like the early 80s. 70s, early 80s. Yeah, Boy George, Karma Chameleon. Yeah, that was a big one. Karma Chameleon. Kamala Chameleon. You come and go. Gonna cut loose, Footloose. I remember that movie. That was a good movie, man. Footloose. Man, the 80s, man, you know. Oh boy. The 80s was such a good decade. The 80s was such a good decade. And I remember, you know, as a kid, my parents were like, my parents, we went to the movies. My parents used to go take us to the movies all the time. And it was some crazy shit. I think it might have been some shit like they were like, "Oh, what do you guys want to watch? You guys want to watch Police Academy or The Last Dragon?" We were like, "Oh, Police Academy came out in 1984, I think." Yeah, Police Academy. The first one. The original. No, it's Karma Chameleon. Oh, God. Revelation, Maria Walker. Revelation. You're out of touch. I'm out of time. Yeah, Glenn. Oh my God, man! What that was like when Madonna came out. That's when she first came out. I think it was like 1983, 1984, and it was like a virgin. Oh man, and Borderline. Man, I loved Madonna. I loved Madonna as a kid. Like a virgin, he touch for the very first time. Yeah, Hall and Oates came out with they come out with I can't go for that. No, 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 can't do. I can't go for that. Can't go for that. You want your body, but you want my soul. I'm saying it wrong. Whatever. Full on assault. Yeah, Cyndi Lauper. Girls just matter of fact, there's a show on Netflix if you guys hadn't seen it, where they were talking about it was Lionel Richie that narrates it pretty much. And they speak about how they put the We Are the World crew together. Like, and I was sitting there like listening to this damn thing. And he was like, I went through my Rolodex, man, so many different terms and so many different functions that happened back then don't even exist now. You know what I'm saying? That they sat there discussing on this damn show. And they were just talking about it. Oh my God. You guys need let me see if I could find it for you guys. Oh man. It was such a yeah, here it is. Yeah, there it is. Oh, what a show. There it is. I'm going to give it to you guys right here. You guys are going to be happy. There it is right there. You guys, bam, right there. Right there. That talks about, I don't know if you guys grew up in the 80s, I'm sure y'all heard of that damn song. We are the world. We are the children. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true to make it brighter day. Just you and me. Know what I'm saying? When you're down and out, seems no hope at all. And the thing is, they break that entire song down. I didn't know Waylon Jennings was in that song, but apparently he was. But they were deliberating as to how the song should come out. And Waylon Jennings got his country ass up out of there. He was like, man, I don't know about all that, y'all. Y'all figure that shit out. I'm going home. So he left. But it took them one night to make that song. Anyway, you know what? Listen, I don't want to spoil it for y'all. I want y'all to check it out. There it is right there. Enjoy. You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, yeah. Catch the wave. Remember that? Max Headroom? That weird looking motherfucker? That weird looking robot? Damn. Yeah. That weird robot looking thing. The new Coke. Catch the wave. Max Headroom. Yeah. Oh, and yeah, what an amazing show that was, man. if you guys appreciate 80s music and just the pop stars of that time and just the vibe of that time, check that movie out that I put in the chat right there. Check that link out. You guys will definitely enjoy it. You guys will love that movie, man. You guys will love that show. Oh man. Anytime I see shit like that, man, I'm just like, yeah, they were singing at the time. If you don't know, if you were too young, they were singing for the famine that was going on in Africa at the time. You know what I'm saying? And they were out there just funds for Africa, music for Africa, money for Africa. Everything was for the famine going on in Africa. And it was big in the 80s at that time. It was real big in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? There were a couple of movements that were going on in the 80s that a lot of people are not going to ever be privy to. And so people talk about apartheid. That was big in the 80s in South Africa. And this is something that a lot of people became more aware of, and they wanted to put an end to it. You know what I'm saying? So they wouldn't have musicians and a lot of just entertainers wouldn't do business with South Africa because of the apartheid that was going on down there. And a lot of these musicians and actors, they became big advocates and activists at that time. It was crazy because, getting off the 70s, getting out of activism for the Vietnam War in the 60s, and then that ended, and then they had something else to fight for in the dang 80s. It was crazy, man. It was interesting. But they sang about it. And it was like it was great. It was great. I miss it. Ask your parents. A lot of you guys, let's see, Riley Studios, ask your parents. Ask your parents, man. The 80s was just an amazing time. Well, shit, ask your parents about the 70s. Don't get into too much detail because, not too much detail. Yeah. Bread and circus. I know Maria Walker. I know. But, man, it felt good, though. Maria Walker, I ain't gonna lie, man. It felt good. It did. Yeah, man. Jeez, man, I miss the 80s. I miss the 80s. God. Yeah. Yeah, the music, when you're having a good time as a kid, I think music plays a pivotal role in your youth and growing up and everything else like that, right? Because based off of what's going on in your life, you're going to remember the type of music that goes along with that soundtrack of your life. You just are, right? You're just going to remember it. Like I know when I was a kid, it was when I was in high school, there was a lot of Dr. Dre being played, J. Rue the Damager, Pearl Jam. It was weird. It was weird, but it was fun. Green Day, right? A lot of those things. Anytime I hear a lot of these songs, like they trigger an emotional response that just brings me back to good times when I was a kid, right? Blind Melon, even with their one-hit wonder, right? It reminds me of when I was playing football as a kid in high school. So all these things just bring up weird feelings, but they feel good. Weird, but they feel good. Oh, funny, because I won tickets to go see Riley Studios. I won tickets to go see Green Day here in DC. I won tickets to go see them here. It was just raining like a mug, man. They were good though. They were good. Green Day's good. Yeah. I know, Maria Walker. I know. But you can't be listening to church hymns all the time, Maria Walker. Can't be listening to church hymns all the time. You can't be listening to church hymns all the time. And you can't be listening to church hers all the time. Get it? Hymns, hers. I'm here all week, y'all. Oh, you saw Green Day? Oh, was this when they were just coming up? Maria Walker got Yeah, man. The Pine Street Theater. Okay. Nice. Some tunes and had a hypnot. Yeah, they did. They sure did. I agree. I agree with that, Jono. I agree with that. Yeah. They did. And man, I tell you what, these guys had quite an effect on the youth back in the 80s. They sure did. It was their first little tour. Oh, snap. Wow. Paid $400 for a pit ticket. Congrats on the freebie. Yeah. What's crazy is I always win the trivia. I always win the radio trivia in the local area. And so I get in really good with the radio hostess, Karina, and she loves me out there and she treats me really well. So yeah. She's like, Vladimir, is that you again? I was like, it sure is, Karina. It sure is. So I be winning that thing. I be on it. I be on it like real fast. Awesome. That was awesome. Yeah, it was. It was. And yeah, it got stuck in our heads, especially like Lionel Richie got really big in the 80s, right? A lot of guys breaking away from their bands and just going solo. Lionel Richie, Michael Jackson breaking away from the Jackson 5, Lionel Richie breaking away from the Commodores. Um Belinda Carlisle breaking away from the Go-Go's, you know. I get weak when I look at you weak. Oh no, I get weak when I look in your eyes. I loved Belinda Carlisle. Had a little bit of a crush on her, I ain't gonna lie, man, a little bit. Her, Whitney Houston. I had a real big crush on Whitney Houston, man. When I remember I had a real big crush on her as a kid. My mom would I'd watch Whitney Houston in the videos and stuff, looking, pausing. My mom would be like, "You like her, don't you?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "Yes, you do." I was like, "No, I don't. That ain't true. I don't like her." And I'm all embarrassed. My mom's over there just laughing. She's like, "Look at him. He liked that girl." It's like, "No, that's not true. I don't like her." Yeah, I did like her. I liked Whitney Houston a lot growing up, man. Off the 80s, had great metal. I guess, yeah. Metallica and all them came out in the 80s. Ray Charles? Who was the blind guy? Ray Charles or Stevie Wonder? Georgia? Georgia. You mean Ray Charles? Stevie Wonder. Very superstitious, writing on the wall. Yeah. I was tackled by a bouncer backstage police concert. A police concert. Okay. Where the Go-Go's were also playing while it was yeah, that's right. Stevie Wonder ain't even blind, man. Stevie Wonder's not even blind. He fooled everybody while I was running for Sting. Stevie Wonder's not even blind. Stevie can't even see. Stevie can see. He fooled us all. Yeah, that's a spirit. Kill them all. 85 Metallica, yeah. Yeah, man. I grew to like Metallica when I was in the Navy. When I was in the Navy, I was listening to Metallica. I was like, "Ah, this ain't so bad, man. Where they been my whole life?" You know? Heaven on earth. Belinda Carlisle. Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. Yeah, man. He sure as hell fooled me. It's gotta be great memories. It was amazing memories. Man, the music then just teenager long, she was pregnant at 16. Hey man, that's just how it was, man. Hey man. But at least he's you had him early and stuff. That's what's up. He's here. 16, 17. Okay, he's chilling though. He's chilling. He's doing his thing. Yeah. Shit, man. Yeah, the music in the 80s was amazing. 80s was just a good old-fashioned time, man. Good old-fashioned time. I miss it. Married, shit. I didn't even know. I ain't have not a damn girlfriend till the 90s came around. I was all, yeah, man, no way. I know nothing about that. Judas Priest. Breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law. Yeah. Killed by death. A song. Yeah, man. Damn, Angela Baby Carson was just like, she was out the gate early, boy. Oh, snap, Jono Edwards, man. Okay. I got some records in my garage, man. I ain't got a record player no more, though. I got no record player. Sold it. My RCA got rid of it. Let me have one kid 30. Yeah. Okay. I had a couple of girls, man. I was old. Though. I was old. Couple of girls. Love them. Love my little kids. But man, the 80s is amazing. I just saw Revenge. I just showed my oldest daughter Revenge of the Nerds. And she was like, Daddy, what's this? I was like, it's Revenge of the Nerds. She was like, it's a nerd movie. I was like, baby, it ain't what you think. He's like, it's a nerd movie. I was like, you sit your ass down, you watch this movie. You'll see. I was like, you'll see. You'll see. My little girl complaining about Revenge of the Nerds. I'm like, you'll see. Sit your butt down and you get to watch it with me. Yeah, she wasn't ready for what she was seeing. Some parts I was like, all right, man, just go get some ice cream. You ain't gotta watch this part. You good. But Revenge of the Nerds is another one I think that came out in 1984. Man. Yeah, man, what an amazing set of years was in the 80s. Oh, I miss the 80s. I miss the 80s, man. I miss the 80s. I miss it. I sure as hell do. I miss it. Yeah, Maria Walker, I do my best. My little girls think I'm crazy. Ghostbusters was amazing. Ghostbusters was amazing. I don't know about the Ghostbusters where they're in ice. I don't know about that. I haven't seen that one yet. But yeah, I gotta check that out. But Ghostbusters, the first Ghostbusters, I like absolutely fell in love with. Then the second Ghostbusters, I loved again, over again. I loved it. Yeah, that was amazing. As a matter of fact, Ghostbusters, when the second Ghostbusters came out, that was a crazy weekend because the second Ghostbusters came out. We were supposed to go see Batman with Michael Keaton because that was the week it had just come out. So we go to Roosevelt Field Mall in Long Island. And then my dad's over there. He's like, hey, y'all. He's like, guys, they ran out of tickets for Batman. What do you want to watch? Guess what was out at that time? Batman, Michael Keaton, Ghostbusters 2, and Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. And I'm like, and my brother was like, we're going to go see Indiana Jones. So my brother and then my brother was older. And his best friend, they go see Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. And me and my friends are like, we're going to go see Ghostbusters. So we went and we saw Ghostbusters, and it was Ghostbusters 2. It was phenomenal. But that was the movie weekend back then. Those were the movies that were pumping back then. Batman, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, and Ghostbusters 2. Yep. Yep. You remember. You remember it. Yep. Yep. And that year, Batman, when it came out, like that's all everybody could talk about. That's all everybody could talk about was that Batman movie. Like before it even came out, everybody was talking about Batman. They were selling Batman paraphernalia everywhere. They were selling Batman paraphernalia everywhere. Michael Keaton was Batman, and Jack Nicholson was the Joker. That movie was, yeah. Everything was Batman. Everything was Batman. Everything. Good movie that. That was an amazing movie. Ah, the 80s, man. I sure miss it. I sure does miss it, y'all. Yeah, man. I sure does miss it. What did HBO come out in 84? Or was it earlier? I thought HBO came out earlier. We didn't get cable until like 1990. And then that was like short-lived. That was for like a month. We had cable for like a month. Then I'm sitting there, ain't got no cable in the house, and I'm like, dang, man. But as soon as I joined the Navy, my parents got everything, man. They got a whole new everything. They're like, we ain't got to feed your dumb ass no more. You out the house. I'm like, you know, they got cable. They got a new car. They remodeled the house. I'm like, I didn't even recognize the place when I got back. I was like, damn, this is what y'all did to my room? Turned it into like a game room or something. I'm like, jeez. Yeah, I couldn't wait for me to leave. Hell yeah, Riley Studios. Hell yeah. You know, we be holding it down over here, man. We be holding it down. Man. The 80s was just, God, it was phenomenal. And you know the 80s was good. You know the 80s was good because all people try to do now is redo the 80s. Everybody's trying to redo the 80s now. They're like, ooh, Ghostbusters. I'm like, it ain't the same. Ooh, Donkey Kong Jr. cereal. I'm like, it ain't the same. Guys, My Little Pony. I'm like, whatever. I didn't even watch it. Whatever you want to do with that. You know? So they're trying to relive. We're trying to relive the 80s. And I'm like, with all the shit going on these days, no, we're not reliving no 80s. That ain't happening. Those are the golden ages. Those are the golden years. We gotta leave that. Leave the 80s with the 80s. And we gotta deal with this shit now. Nah. He-Man, yeah. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. I'm Adam, Prince of Eternia. Some people call me He-Man. And there goes Cringer, my fearless friend. You know, fabulous secrets were revealed to me when I held up my powerful sword and said, by the power of Grayskull, I have the power, He-Man. Only 5 other people know my secret. That is Man-at-Arms. You know, he is like the sorcerer, Man-at-Arms, and Orko. He-Man. Y'all remember Thundercats? Thundercats. Thunder. Thunder. Thundercats. Ho. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, DuckTales was another good one. Man, the 80s, damn, the 80s had some really good cartoons. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh man. And you know what? One thing I really appreciate about the 80s is that they took time to make their theme songs. In the 80s, they took some time to make some theme songs. They're like, look, man, it's going to take us like a good 2 years for us to come out with a theme song for this show. And boy, they came out with some theme songs, man. You know? So, glam rock and pinball. Glam rock. Pinball in the okay. Pinball in the 70s or the 80s, maybe? So is glam rock like Blondie? Is glam rock like Blondie? Yeah, man. But yeah, I remember Thundercats and Voltron. I really love Voltron. Form arms and legs, form head and or form chest and body, and I'll form the head. And then Keith come out. Form blazing sword. Voltron come out with that big ass sword. You get mad as fuck at Voltron, man, because Voltron be sitting there fighting that big ass row beast, and then he's getting his ass whooped. Is this the end of Voltron? It's like maybe if he took his fucking sword out at the beginning of the fight, Voltron wouldn't have to be dealing with this bullshit, man. Voltron be getting his ass whooped. Get hit so hard, motherfucker fall to like 5 different lions. And it's like, you idiot, dude. You got that fucking knife, dude. Stab that damn monster. What are you doing? And I used to get mad at Voltron. Shoot. Was it Poison that sang Every Rose Has Its Thorn? Was that Poison? Was that Poison? And I know I fucked that up, but forgive me. Yeah. G.I. Joe was amazing. Every rose has its song. Probably saying that wrong. Whatever. I'm making a fool of myself and this is recorded. It's all good. I'm used to it. Yeah. Queen, Quiet Riot, Rat. That I've never heard of. That was Poison. That was. I'll never forget. I was in the 5th grade when that song came out. I remember that song. I remember that song. That was a good song. Jeez, man. Oh, come on. The Quiet Riot. Yep. Quiet Riot. Come on, feel the noise. Jesus, man. They played that song everywhere you turn. That song was playing. They ran that song into the ground. Yeah. I remember that. Man. Oh, man. What a good time the 80s was, man. You can't bring that shit back. And so if you guys don't know, you guys should definitely check out the Stranger Things show. Check out Stranger Things. I think you'd like it. Stranger Things. You guys would really like that show. Mhm. Mhm. I really enjoyed Stranger Things. I think you guys would too. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, man. Oh. What a night, y'all. What a night. What a night. So, family, do you guys want me to post it again? You guys want me to post that? You guys want me to post it again? The Telegram. You guys want me to post it again? Telegram stuff. Get you guys in on it, family. Don't want you guys to miss out. All hands on deck. Yes, it was legendary. The 80s was fucking. Oh, yeah, man. Riley, brother, it's anytime, bro. Anytime, man. Extra credit is always fun. Extra credit is always fun, man. I love being on here with you guys. I fucking love being on here with y'all. This is always fucking fun. You know, Glenn. From the Eagles. Glenn. Oh no, definitely not. Glenn. Well, family, I've got to be up in like 4 hours or like 3 hours, something like that. Either way, I got to be up soon. So mean boyfriend. All right. Well, family, I got to get my black ass together. I got to get my ass in gear, fam. Did a record. Eddie Murphy did a record. Man, anytime, y'all. Anytime. It's always a pleasure hanging out with y'all, man. Just kicking it. Just talking shit. I love it. I love it. So I really enjoy you guys, family. And thanks for kicking it with me. And just chopping it up at the end like we be doing. Yeah. So, man, I gotta get my teeth brushed up. Now I gotta get my ass in fucking bed. So, family, it's been real. It's been a pleasure. But before I roll, I want to leave you guys with my blessing. Family, I wish you guys nothing but the best. I wish you guys nothing but the best. And it's always good to have you guys here. So I'll join you guys again on Friday. I will be here again on Friday, and I'll probably be tired still, but that's okay because when I'm with you, I get recharged, I get rejuvened. So we're gonna make it happen again, Flat Earth Friday. All right, fam. So with that, I wish you guys nothing but the best, family. Health, wealth, love, joy, prosperity. Most of all, wisdom. Guys, listen, be wise and get some sleep, some good sleep. But before you go to bed, make sure you brush your teeth. That rhymes. It really does. I didn't even mean for it to rhyme, but you know what it is I'm saying. Make sure you get some good sleep, get some water in your system, and God bless. I love you guys, family. Wish you guys nothing but the best. And with that, I'm out. Peace. Peace, fam. See y'all on Friday.